Well, here we go. We're starting another Friday stream. And I have a little program tonight, a little presentation. And this will be a hint. You may have seen this in your grandmother's junk drawer as a child. Yeah. This is a C-cell version of the Rayovac Sportsman flashlight. And Rayovac made a whole line of the Sportsmans. And they even ranged up to the old lantern like this that had the big battery. This is 2 batteries inside of a box, but it was the big double size lantern battery. And leads us into testing whether my 3-cell Maglite is broken. No, it works. I'm getting a little, haven't used it in a while, and I'm getting concerned that the switches, there's a plastic covering over the switch mechanism and it feels weak or something, like it's drying out or something. So I might have the expense of replacing that. A lot of flashlights have like a Morse code feature, and this one does. You just press. Worked in rehearsal. There you go. If you have it in the off position, you press your button for your send your SOS or whatever. It's a nice feature to have, but I think it's a gimmick. I mean, if you want to send an SOS, you can put your hand in front of the light and go. I mean, if you ever find yourself with a flashlight without that technology, you can always flash a signal with your hand. Yeah, we'll wait until we have somebody. It was said by a viewer that I shouldn't just sit and I should have some kind of a program, but some YouTubers, streamers do that. I know of, I can think right off the top of my head, maybe 5 right now, that sign on their YouTube channel and they just kind of chill. But there's one in particular, which, not to be so old-fashioned or whatever, his name will be, name will not be said. He's a regular contributor to this show. I can think of all kinds of crazy presentations he's had on his. All of these lamps, needless to say, are incandescent lamps. One of the attractions to my collecting is remembering that there wasn't an LED flashlight. There probably was one here or there in the shadows, probably not within our reach as a consumer. I don't think an LED is a new invention. I think it's an invention that started in the early 20th century when a lot of this electrical technology was becoming available. The incandescent bulb, the neon bulb, is neon gas as a medium in a light bulb was probably no, not up on my history, but like it's that guy named Tesla, which is the car's name. Tesla was the you can thank Tesla for AC current in our house, and there was I think he invented the neon light before the incandescent light. He worked on both. I mean, he was tinkering with both technologies, but I don't think the LED came along later. And honestly, I don't know how the LED works. I know a diode, LED is a light emitting diode, and a diode is a electrical component that will allow current to only flow one direction. So if you have an AC current in a line, you got AC is your positive, negative, alternate household current alternates. Well, in the United States, in North America, it alternates every 60 seconds. You go from zero, it will go from negative to positive in a 60th of a second. And in most of the rest of the world is 50 cycles, which is only voltage only regulates 50 times. And I think that is Japan would be on, I think they're on 60 cycles like we are.
I know, Dave.
What's up? Giving a science lesson.
Well, I know. I heard you.
I didn't think it would start out that way, but I was trying to explain why I don't collect LED flashlights. I have a couple for practical purposes. Got one right here. You know, see how much brighter it is. Two comparable, two that are the same size. You know, the batteries are weak in this one, so this could be brighter. I can put new batteries in it and we can test it. What's up, Cap?
Not much.
Thanks for coming on.
Oh, thanks for having me up.
Strong, you're a big contributor to my show, and I'm sorry I've missed all of your live streams.
No, that doesn't matter to me. You can come, or you could freaking do something better with your time. That's fine. I don't care, dude. Go watch a better stream. It's fine. It doesn't matter to me. What matters is that you're doing what you want with your life.
I'm spending a lot of time being tired after working for.
I don't freaking lay down any obligations to anyone to freaking come and watch my stuff. I come and watch your stuff. It's because I want to be there watching it.
Appreciate it. I was on Jimmy C's. I didn't get asked up on this panel, but that was okay. But I was on there for a while. Tuesday.
Oh, yeah.
I try to go support my YouTubers. They come on my show, so I should at least make an effort. It was a good show. It was a good show. I'm hoping to have Toy Man back up. It was an honor.
I am making magnets. I've been doing this for days. And stupid.
You're cutting them out, right? Magnets take a factory to make.
Huh?
You're cutting magnets out, right?
No.
You get them as a sheet of...
No, Dave. I'm drilling out the holes in the backs of the skulls so I can put magnets in them.
Cool.
No, I don't use those cheap, crappy magnets. I use rare earth magnets. You know, the ones that pull the iron out of your blood?
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
That's how they... I was going to say that's how they test the hemoglobin level in your blood, but they don't.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. They don't really pull the iron out of your blood.
I'm not saying
Unbelievably, your blood has so little iron that it should actually appear gray, not red. Did you know that?
Yeah.
It should actually appear gray, not red.
I know. I worked for the Red Cross. Worked for the Red Cross for 7 years. Well, I'm going to run down my collection, and then if people have questions, I don't see people. They might be watching. This is Eveready's version of a floating plastic lantern, and I got it because my uncle had one like this.
Can you imagine converting that to like LED?
It's been done.
I know, but I'm just saying,
Yeah, I thought about it.
you could do it very easily, and it would take a fraction of the power, and it would be a fraction of the weight when you're done, but it would be like at least 10 times more powerful.
Yeah, this assembly comes out. You could run it on like 4 AA batteries instead of the big lantern battery.
But they don't last as long. Those big old 6 volts seem to last for years.
I've only seen like 2 of them in my lifetime go dead.
Yeah,
They will not die.
I've had a bunch of them go dead on me because I used to use them excessively when I was a little kid. I'd find them at tag sales and I would buy them for whatever, or sometimes they'd even just give them to me because I was a cute little kid, you know.
Yeah.
This tiny little towhead boy to come through here. You want a battery? Oh, you could take that home, little feller. Just make sure it's okay with your mom. Well, I ended up with like 4 or 5 of those freaking things. And my mother's like, "What are you doing with all those?" I'm like, "Nothing." Nah, I had a nice flashlight that I used to use those for. But when you're a little kid like that, you don't think of converting, a flashlight over from one power source to another, or from one type of battery to another, or one type of bulb to another. At least I didn't. I just freaking wanted to play outside.
That's why so many got broken.
I just wanted to play outside in the dark.
I did too.
So if I had a big old flashlight like that, my mother was okay with me being in the backyard at night.
Yeah. I did the same thing. I built a fort and wired it to run on a battery. Had a light in it and everything. I was probably about 10.
Yeah, I wasn't at that place long enough, and after that, I wasn't allowed to do much of any damn thing.
Well, my parents were more current. It was a battery.
My parents were more concerned with schoolwork and discipline than they were with kids having fun.
Yeah, okay.
And most of the toys that I got, I bought myself.
We made a lot of toys.
I would take what little money I could grab from doing little odd jobs here and there, working at little roadside stands, working at working in somebody's yard for a couple of bucks for a couple hours.
Yeah, I wish my parents would have encouraged me to do that. I would have had much more respect for what things are worth.
I'll tell you what, man.
And I tore it up.
Did all that, and I went to the dump and I freaking got bicycle parts because I couldn't afford them at the store, and I did what I had to do.
You were smart.
No, I was desperate to get away from my stupid family. It was freaking just a pain in the ass. And if I freaking got my means, if I got
Well,
my
at least
means, if I got my means to my ends,
We
that would
bought-
mean I got my bicycle fixed from parts that I found at the dump. Or maybe I freaking, got that new tube and tire, or maybe I got a patch kit from a tag sale.
My first bike was a secondhand Schwinn 3-speed, and it was my sister's old bike, and there was something wrong with it, and we fixed it. And the speed shifter didn't even work, so we turned it into a single speed.
Yeah, my bike was similar. It was this green rusty piece of crap that I got from a neighbor. They sold it to us for like $1 or $2, and
Yeah.
I oiled it and I freaking shined it up and I freaking did all kinds of things to it. And my grandfather had this penchant for running it over. He ran it over twice because he said I left it in the wrong spot. He purposely, didn't park in that particular spot when he came home, but to try to teach me a lesson or whatever, he purposely ran over my bicycle twice. And the second time, he kept running back and forth over it to purposely destroy it. So
That's a terrible thing for. I mean, I can't judge your parents, but that's terrible.
that was my grandfather, not my parents. My mother, yelled at my grandfather for it, but it was his place and his decision, so that's good. And I ended up getting another bicycle that had a shifter on it. It's one of them purple ones with a banana seat and a sissy bar and a crazy ape hanger, freaking
banana seat.
What do you call it? Handlebars and everything. And it had the shifter on the frame and everything. Dude, it was crazy. It had a little fake gas tank and stuff. It was nuts.
Was it a Schwinn?
Probably. Anyway, I got that thing for a song and dance too. And kids in the neighborhood like to freaking pick on me for it and tell me that it was a girl's bike. It wasn't a girl's bike, but it was awfully fancy, if you get me. But I was a 6-year-old kid. What do you want? Anyway, so I went from that, and my grandfather tried to run that one over too. And instead of being able to run it over, we ended up giving it away to somebody because somebody had given it to me or whatever, something like that. Or we traded it for something. I don't quite remember. But that bike went bye-bye, and I don't know how, especially with the low financing that we had, but oh wait, I do remember how. My grandmother got it. She freaking had a store discount at Caldor, if you remember that place.
Yeah.
It's a department store. Well, anyway, she worked at Caldor, which used to be Woolco. If you remember Woolco.
Yeah.
Woolco turned into Caldor in that location, and my family kept working there.
Yeah, I think they're in that line with Maxway and DJ Maxx and all that.
Yeah, they're just a department store. Anyway,
Yeah.
What ended up happening was they had a sale on bicycles, and she used her employee discount on top of the sale to be able to afford to get me a bicycle. And man, I'll tell you what, I had that bicycle for 5 years. No, I had it for 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
And they were upset that it had broken, and no matter what happened to that bicycle, I fixed it. And it was still a rideable bicycle as long as I had tires on it. I fixed it. And I gave it better parts, and I freaking did all kinds of it was a Huffy. And I fixed it, and I fixed it, and I fixed it, and I fixed it, and I fixed it because, Huffy was kind of cheesing out at that time. They were kind of putting substandard parts on their bicycles. And I gave it an upgrade of better bearings, and I gave it a better headset, better handlebars, and I kept all the original parts. I didn't give them away. I didn't throw them away. Well, I threw the bearings out because they were caca garbage. But I had a can, a coffee can, that I kept all the original bolts in it, bolts and nuts
Yeah.
and washers and things and little screws and stuff. I threw the freaking the bearings out, the ones I could find. They all came out of the freaking little housing. But I threw the bearings out and the little housings. I threw those out because they were rusty and just destroyed. So, yep, those are the only parts I threw away at first. I even kept the number plate that came on it because it was like a, it came with a number. It was supposed to be a racing bike or something, But it was supposed to be for pretend, not a real racing bike.
Yeah.
And supposedly that's the bike that my mother taught me how to ride a bicycle on. You didn't teach me nothing. I kept telling her, I already know. Let go.
I don't remember being taught. I learned how to ride a
But
bicycle. Nobody taught me.
She wanted that experience, and she wanted to be the one that said, I taught you how to ride a bicycle. No, you didn't teach nothing. I taught myself how to ride a damn bicycle. Tell you the truth. I did when I was 6. But by her reckoning, she'll say, oh no, we were right in front of Graham's house and I taught you how to ride a bicycle. It was your 7th birthday. No, you didn't. I remember. I was already riding bicycles before that. And crashing, but that's not the point. That's how you learn.
I've only had one crash on a bicycle in my entire life.
Oh, wow. I've had hundreds. I've been hit by cars.
Nope, none of that.
I'll tell you what. Only one time was getting hit by a car. My fault on a bicycle. Once.
That's all it takes, right?
Well, I didn't get too badly hurt, but I'll tell you, it was bad enough. And the worst one that I had, the woman was not paying attention, and she pushed me out into the middle of the freaking intersection over like probably 100 feet from where she started before she stopped. She didn't have a green light either. So there's that. I definitely was not at fault for that one.
No.
I was watching the lights very carefully, and this traffic was still going, and I went, and she plowed right into me.
Yeah. It's not always, the light is not always an indication because people don't. You have to watch the traffic.
There were other cars in the intersection that were going around her and honking like crazy. She just decided to barrel through. That one, the police actually came into the ambulance, right? And said, sign this paperwork right now. You're not going to sue that lady, this and that. And I'm like, get the hell out of my face. I'll sign nothing. Get away from me. I almost spit in his face. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
I could not believe that guy coming in the freaking ambulance trying to strong arm me. Just like, dude, get the hell away from me.
You just sign a waiver.
Yeah. I'm going to sign it in diarrhea right now. You ready, buddy? Yeah. Go around the back. Here we go. You ready? Here it comes. So,
Yeah, the one close call I had was in a parking lot at a grocery store, and manager of the grocery store came out with a piece of paper in his hand, and he said, "We'll give you $150 if you sign this paper." And I said, "Nope, I'm not signing any paper." Because when an incident happens, it may seem small at the time, but a lot of times little incidents can grow into big incidents. And
I don't sign paperwork on the site.
no,
No,
that
kids.
grocery store man, he was trying to relieve himself of any liability because he could see that it was a very minor situation. But if I had to go to the hospital and stuff, and Kroger would have gotten off with $150. What if I had got the city to come back and say, well, you need to change your parking lot or something like that because it was a parking lot incident. Oh, he wanted to. I could have got him because he probably would have been required to put stop signs in his parking lot because it was at the end of a parking aisle and there was a street and there wasn't a stop sign. You could just pull out of the parking lot and go. I'm just saying theoretically, they don't have to have a stop sign.
Well, anyway, I'm going to send the not the panel link, but the channel, the stream link, to a friend of mine.
Wonderful. I sent the links out, more than 6. Was afraid to send too many links out because then I would not have room. That was not the case.
So I sent the link over to that person. Let's see. I'll send it to that person. And 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 that person.
And they're coming in. Hello.
Nope, I did not send it to Golf, but hey, Golf, how you doing? I did send one to Jules. How you doing, Jules?
How about Heather?
That is Crystal's sister.
Well, thank you for coming.
Oh, yeah.
If you're a regular on my show, vote whether you want to start at 5 instead of 4:30. And maybe we can tweak the time. At least we can try it for a while.
Feather. How you feeling today? No problemo. The first thing I did was come in here and share you out.
Well, thank you.
Well, it was the only thing to do, really. Heather is playing Skyrim. That's her go-to game that she loves to play. What do you mean you're all right, Heather? You better be doing fantastic. Yeah. So I am sitting here playing with skulls again, because that's all I have to do. Oh, and I'm making lunch too. Lunch, dinner.
Well, I'm just gonna have what's left of my lunch for dinner. I made a pasta with chili on it.
Well,
Chili
that works.
can.
Well, that works. Heather Feather, you feeling all poopy? Is it the weather? What's the matter? COVID get you? All right, go. We'll see you, bud. Thanks for coming in, bud. You know, I bought a drill bit. Well, it's an end mill bit for doing mill work, but I was going to use that for making these freaking skulls, putting holes in them. And, well, it turns out that my drill will not accept a half-inch shank. So I need a bigger doodly chuck for the damn thing, or I need a stupid doodly smaller shank. Yeah, it's pretty nasty here, Jules. Rainy.
Sorry to hear that. It's nice here.
It's rainy. Rainy.
Must be the rain we had yesterday. Moved up your way.
I don't know. I don't know if it's coming in from the south or if it. I think it's coming in from the south and from the west, because we get tons and tons and tons of weather from the west. Like everything that goes through Duluth comes through here.
Yep, Midwest. Yep.
Everything that comes through Minnesota and things, Chicago and whatever, all comes through here.
Lake effect weather.
Yep. We get a lot of lake effect. We get a lot of we get some weather from the north as well. So New England is at the epicenter of, or the pinpoint of, the convergence of three major storm systems: the north, the west, and south. We hardly get any weather from the east, if any. Like all of our weather blows in from the west and the north, but from the west and the south mostly. Once in a while we get a storm front that comes in. It comes from the north, down. But mainly it's from the west and the south. We get our hurricanes, monsoonish weather from the south. We get blizzard conditions from the west, because Canada.
Yeah, we get most of our weather from the south.
Yep.
The exception is if the barometric, if we have a high pressure zone in the wintertime, then we'll get cold weather, and that would come over the mountains, the Appalachian. See, Appalachian Mountains are to the west and north of us.
The
So it would have to take a
Appalachian,
lot for cold weather to come over from up north, but it does.
the Appalachians come through here too, Dave. That whole mountain system, it ends up in New Hampshire.
Yep.
Some people think it goes all the way up to Maine. It doesn't. No, it goes up to New Hampshire.
Oh, well, I know.
Oh, I've been okay, Jules.
My folks are from the all are from an Appalachian area.
I'm from the valley. I'm from the Tobacco Valley. You guys ought to know us. We're your biggest competitors.
Yeah, well, to be technically exact, I'm from west of the Appalachian Mountains, but not by very far. Then I moved to the coast of Virginia, and then to North Carolina, almost back in the mountains again.
Winston-Salem, Raleigh-Durham. Those are the biggest competitors for Connecticut-grown tobacco.
Yes, sir.
Because you guys make the cigarettes, and we make all the wrappers for the cigars.
I do enjoy my cigars.
We make the premium tobacco wrap leaf pretty much in the entire world. What's up, JD? How you doing? I'm not typing in chat right now. My desk is covered with dust things from friggin' scraping out holes in the back of these stupid plastic skulls.
Hey, JD.
So I have resin dust everywhere. Yep. This is my test magnet to see if the magnets will even fit. Pardon? Oh, yeah. Did you send Jimmy a link?
Yep.
I doubt he's going to show up.
Shandog, Jimmy, Toy Man, Hazy. Who else? Tom?
Oh, yeah.
Now, Tom might not make it. They're shopping, furniture shopping, he said.
Yep.
I texted him like around 11, like, I don't know, around noon. That would have been 9 a.m. his time. Apparently he hadn't set out yet to shop.
I'm doing okay, buddy. Doing okay. I'd be doing a lot better if I could get some lunch in my belly. But it's going to take a while for that chicken to thaw out.
Ooh.
I didn't plan for lunch today. I just freaking woke up and fruit for breakfast, yay. And then I didn't give a thought for lunch. I'm just like, whatever.
You woke up and fell out of bed and dragged the comb across your head.
Found my way
You went downstairs and had a cup.
Looking up, I noticed I was late.
Made the bus in seconds.
All the lyrics to that song too, David.
Flat. Yeah, I love that song.
One
of my earliest. I remember that song from when I was really small.
Well, you caught that song in the 70s when it came out. I caught that song in the 80s after it was already had an inch of dust on it.
It came out in the 60s.
Did it? Sergeant Pepper came out in the
1967.
'60s. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had the 20th anniversary copy of Sergeant Pepper's. I bought in 1987.
Okay. I don't know. I wasn't alive during that time period, so the trivia escapes me from time to time.
Well, some of the trivia that flies around about a lot of this entertainment escapes me, but I remember that because I had the album
Uh-huh.
and I had at least a concept of what the Beatles were.
Oh no, I grew up with the Beatles right from birth. I grew up with the Beatles. They were everywhere.
Well, they never really went away.
All throughout my freaking entire family, all my friends, everything right from birth. I got freaking Beatles, and Elvis, Elvis, and freaking Lawrence Welk and Perry Como and all. Come on, man. And it's not unusual. Tom Jones and everything.
Yeah, I remember Lawrence Welk and Perry Como and Frank Sinatra and
Yep, Sinatra.
Barbara Streisand.
Oh yeah, big time. Crystal Gale and Linda Ronstadt and
Pat Boone.
Yeah, I know. I remember them all, dude. All of them. Even Captain and Tennille.
Yeah.
I remember all of them. The Traveling Wilburys, Edgar Winter, Johnny Winter. Yeah, all of them. Oh yeah, Beatles mania for sure, buddy. Ah, I need food. I'll be back.
Oh shit!
Man,
Jimmy.
come on, man. What's going on? What's up, Jewel? Jules thinking she called me in here.
Jewel, you
I've
call
been
me
lurking.
Jewel?
I've been lurking. I'm waiting for Captain to come back. Oh yeah. Cheers. How you doing,
Cheers. I'm almost ready for my second one. This one's almost.
man? Man, I don't even have a beer in the house.
Come on over. I got the one I don't have is Guinness. I'm out of that. I need to get more Guinness.
I'm doing fine without the beer these days. I'll tell you that.
Oh, you're cutting back.
Oh yeah, dude. Freaking it's helping with the losing weight. Not drinking the goddamn beer.
Well, it's getting cold. I went to the liquor store yesterday and stocked up on the hard stuff. Has no calories. Beer has calories. A lot of sugar in it.
Linda sing mariachi. Why not? What's up, Go? Hi, Jimmy C, right? Come on, man. I got a fresh enough bomb. Cheers.
I'm not going to brag about the beer and drink it in your face.
All right. We'll come back over here for a couple minutes. And then I gotta hit that hard and cut all that meat off the bones. What up, Jimmy?
What's up, Captain? It's time for the Captain Jerk correction of the day. Just had to let you know that the Appalachian Mountains actually continue all the way into Nova Scotia.
Don't you sass me?
Yeah, man. It's like, yeah, it's the northern part of it. No one really mentions that so much. But when you talk about the Appalachian Mountains as the continental divide that they kind of are, yeah, it goes this small part. It basically ends in Nova Scotia with some small foothills, and
Hmm.
right into New Brunswick and Quebec, Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire.
Well, I'm not familiar much with that area up there
Yeah.
in New England, but don't the Appalachians go up to like New Hampshire? And
Yeah,
then
they go
isn't
right
there
through
like
New Hampshire. Yeah.
don't they kind of overlap, make like a little split, like there's a little valley in between, and then do they go on up to Nova Scotia? You know what I mean? I think.
Well, not so much so. There are a couple passes you can get through that aren't horrible.
Yeah, well, they got a couple here. One of them is Pound Gap. Which
Yeah.
was the way my
Yeah, but
ancestors
they're
went
really
west,
just little valleys. They're just little valleys. The mountains are still part of the range.
How's your nose, bud?
I mean,
It's
they
actually-
built
it's
I-40
actually-
through the mountains.
Pretty good, actually, Cap. Thank you.
I-40 goes through
You
the
still in
mountains.
any pain, or just a little sore?
No, the head's still the worst part of the whole deal, dude.
Yeah.
The nose really. The only thing that's really annoying about the nose is that the initial scab was really high on top of the nose, but luckily that peeled off real quick.
Okay.
Because it was in my eyesight for like the first 2
Oh,
days.
it's that damn.
It was like having a fucking spot on your lens on your glasses that you can't get rid of.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now you can see it where it fell off, kind of fucking.
Okay.
So it's not so bad, but the head's still sore. The head's still real sore
Is it sore because it actually just like
from it
bruised
getting
flesh or
ripped the
something?
fuck out, man. From it getting ripped out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't
Did
sure.
you say your wife unplugged it?
No, she unclogged the hair.
Oh,
She disconnected as much hair from the machine as she could without ripping it out of my head. I don't think she really put a whole lot of effort
I
into
would have just put it out.
undoing much of it. It's more like she just ripped the thing out of my head. But
Ooh.
but it was hurting the whole. You picture just grabbing a fistful of hair. The whole time that thing was stuck to my head. That's what it was. Someone pulling a fistful of hair.
So it essentially tried to kick your ass.
Yeah, man. It tried to dig deep, man. It dug deep, man. Hopefully, freaking someone that'll grow back.
Ian had an incident
yeah,
with the grinder.
I was using a grinder with a wire wheel, and I didn't give it the respect it needed. I was tired, working in the dark, and it ripped out of my hands and freaking did a Mexican jumping bean act throughout the car. And got me.
They will.
Okay, welcome back, Golf, and I'm Muscal.
And one of them got
There
away
you go.
from me, and it went all over his bench and cut him, and all kinds of. It's been a while back, but yeah.
Hey, Dave, I'm gonna go over here for a few minutes, and I'm gonna freaking start preparing my food.
Yeah,
Right.
go ahead and start preparing your dinner. We'll
I'll be
hold
back.
that for it.
I will return. Want to go do a little cooking.
Yeah, we want you to cook.
I just had breakfast. I cheated. I had a freaking bologna sandwich on a freaking English muffin with cheese and freaking
Sounds like
lettuce
a
and
great
peppers
breakfast.
and pickles. Fuck yeah. Pretty good. And onions.
Well, there's a vote moving the start time to my show.
To me, it don't matter when you start it, Dave. It's it's a potluck for me to get here on a Friday, man.
Yeah, I don't mean to be.
A
lot of people do say it's my show. Because I was signing on at 4. It was coming.
Don't
and there's been a wait time, and then
Yeah.
4:30, and there's a wait time. But there hasn't been one this week. Everybody kind of.
Well, it's always kind of depending on who's coming in. You gotta.
But I like to have Tom Noble up, and he has chores to do. I mean, you
Yeah.
can't avoid that. He has his thing. And that might be one reason he quit doing a live shows, because it started to interfere with his schedule.
Yeah. I think it was more that someone else blew something else out of proportion.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I like your little disc jockey thing you did.
Oh, my music day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in a mood. You know, kind of been in one for a while, but I got trying to get out of it. You know, getting out of the house, fucking not being such a fucking hermit. You know.
Being a hermit. Yeah.
In fact, that's why I wasn't gonna come up here, but you know, I like heard Captain talking, because I wanted to go out in the garage. You know, I was like, fuck it.
Should
Did
be
some
dark by
chores.
now.
Huh?
Is it dark where you are?
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, I gotta go put the chickens away. I'll be back.
All right. We'll have a brief intermission. We're having a brief intermission now. Captain Jerk's getting dinner together, and Jimmy C has to go put the chickens away. Now that's odd. Jimmy C's putting the chickens away, and Captain Jerk's having chicken. Now I didn't have chicken. I had chili, which has beef in it. You can make chicken chili. I've done it. It turns out pretty well. Chicken chili's better for you. In fact, I have a really good recipe. It's delicious. I might even start doing cooking videos because it's fun to. Cooking is, if you've done any cooking, it's the same. I mean, you go to your grocery store, you buy your ingredients. A lot of stuff I cook with, I cut up or chop up into like my chickens cut up into cubes and stuff like that. And then either you put it in a pan on a stove and you stir it and fry it a little bit, or you put it on a tray or whatever and put it in the oven and bake it. And then you have a grill, like your charcoal grill or whatever, you can get some meat and you can put some butter and salt and pepper stuff on it and make yourself up a glaze or whatever. But yeah, all that to say, I'm filling space with words, but cooking's pretty basic once you get that. You can get down the basic fundamentals of cooking and then get fancy with it, be a chef. I'm not a chef. The chili chicken's really easy. In fact, I copied this Thai restaurant we have in town called Thai Max, and they have a thing called chili. Oh, it's not. Yeah, I think they call it chili chicken, but it's at a Thai restaurant, and you just take chicken, and I buy the stuff that's in a can from the chunks that come in a can. Looks like tuna, and you can do fresh. You can put your chicken on the stove and saute it and fry it, and then you put chili powder, salt and pepper in it, and curry. Throw some curry in there because that's what gives it. It's a red curry kind of dish. So you make your curry there, and then you can have some rice, and you spoon your chili curry over the rice. Delicious. That's what I always get when I go to that place, is the chili chicken. But I think because they're a Thai restaurant, they put I don't remember, they might put some vegetables in there. But if I remember, when you get the chili chicken, they'll serve you vegetables on the side. They have a mixed, it's not Chinese. It's not Chinese, it's Thai. And they have their version of mixed vegetables. It's a pretty good meal. All right, for about $5. Well, I'm ready for another one. No fan of chili. Okay. Yeah, chili's been one of my favorites, but I put chili powder on just about everything I cook. If I have a doubt, just grab the chili. I put it in my. Now, note that I haven't really significantly cooked since I was married. Now we're talking about 7 years ago. I put chili and hummus.
Is there anybody in here?
Nobody here?
No? Who got chili?
I had chili for lunch.
Oh, kind of chili.
It was just chili out of a can.
Well, that would determine that it's some kind of chili.
It's Hormel. It was Campbell's.
Ah,
It's good.
yeah.
I was telling them about a recipe I have for chili chicken, and I adapted a meal I would regularly get at a Thai restaurant. This was before COVID.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of any of the canned chilies.
I wasn't either until I discovered Campbell's. Not a fan of Hormel. Ugh,
No, I'll agree with that.
it's greasy, but the Campbell's is amazingly not greasy. If you
Most
get
of
a
them are
chance,
just
try it.
a little too bland, and all the ingredients like just overcooked to me. You know.
It is overcooked and
The
bland.
march procession waved their torches as my head fell in the basket. And was everybody dancing on the casket? Now it's over, I'm dead, and I haven't done anything that I want. Or I'm still alive, and there's nothing I want to do.
Huh?
Huh?
It's a really old song from a band called They Might Be Giants.
Okay.
Came out in 1990. It's pretty old, dude.
Not really.
I somehow missed that one.
I mean,
They Might Be Giants is like nerd rock. It's like rock and roll, or
I've heard of them.
one of their
Just,
more popular cult following songs is a song called Particle Man.
Wouldn't know it. I may have heard it, but I wouldn't know
You
it.
might have heard it. You might have.
Mhm. Probably have.
They actually do have a little bit of MTV airplay. I don't remember which song.
Oh, that wouldn't have done me no good.
Were you around, Captain, when MTV was the original MTV? Or were you
What,
around
you mean when they played music?
when they what?
Yeah, when they were actually music television.
Yeah, when they
Yeah,
played more
they
music
went
than
away from
anything.
that.
I remember Skate TV. I remember that show.
V66. Did you have V66, Captain?
What's that?
V66. It was the alternative to MTV.
No, I don't remember that one, but I do remember Headbangers Ball.
Oh yeah.
I remember one called VH1. That was more like MTV.
Still around.
Was
That's still
originally
around.
like.
Mhm.
They're not going anywhere. They play more music than MTV does.
Always have.
They're more, they're more MTV than MTV ever was.
Yeah.
But they were like the ones that played the lighter side of music, you know.
Yeah. Well,
They played more Air Supply than they did freaking, you know, Iron Maiden, obviously.
That's why
well,
we
the
had to
first
have.
music videos were rock and roll songs anyway. It took a while for the easy listening AC music to catch up.
What was the first song played on MTV?
Oh, I wish I
Radio to the radio star. I remember that one.
I'll tell you
Man,
what,
that's
TV started in like 1980.
old. Huh? What'd you say?
MTV started in what, 1980?
I don't know.
I don't remember. But I'm pretty sure that Video Kill the Radio Star was already out. It might have been making its debut. I don't remember. Let's look up MTV, shall we?
All I know is I believe it was freaking. It was paid. They were paid to sing that. You know what I mean?
Probably.
Yeah.
81. Well, ownership was 81 to 85. Warner
What's that?
Communications.
Oh, okay.
So it was launched in 81, 40 years ago, August of 81. So that's officially 40 years. I want my MTV.
Mhm.
But it was pure genius to freaking come up with a freaking television station that plays music and talks about music, has shows about it, you know. And
Mhm.
it's the two favorite things of America for entertainment was music and television. So there you go.
Combine them, there you go. You got a channel.
It's simple. Well,
Yeah.
and now they can't even get music channels right.
More music. Remember now on cable they have these music channels that are called More Music.
Yeah, the ones that just play music and freaking have like stats about the band come up.
Yeah.
And all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate those channels
Why?
because they should be playing the video or a video of that band. You know what I mean? Freaking a little more, not just that
Agreed.
fucking,
I do agree.
not that black fucking square. Freaking.
Or just like a picture, like a dumb picture of somebody
Yeah.
in the band or whatever.
Yeah. That fucking thing drives me fucking crazy.
No, I understand. I agree with you that they should be
Yeah, it's
playing the
great.
video for it.
It's great when you're not sitting in front of the TV, but
Yeah,
when
you
you're
can just
in
use it as a
front of the
freaking
TV.
podcast or whatever. Of
Yeah.
music. Or radio, or whatever. Oh.
We didn't get cable till like 1994, right? And where my parents lived, and we'd go to a motel or a hotel, and first channel we would hit was MTV.
Let's see. Video Kill the Radio Star was released in 1979.
They're playing it.
And it was a dude named Bruce Woolley. Probably one of them one-hit wonders.
Mm-hmm.
Here in America, at least. Who knows how he could have done where he came from. He's from England, I believe. Yeah.
He was paid, man. He was paid to write it. Paid to
And he is 68, that guy.
now.
He was 28 Well,
Mhm.
27.
Obviously,
Well.
when MTV debuted, yeah, but that's still like that's close to 30.
which is actually about right for making good money in the music industry.
True. You're no fan of chili.
Oh, that's long. She's long gone.
Yeah.
Oh, she's
We
just
were
Like
talking
later
about
on,
chili.
Later on. Oh, that yeah,
the
the chili
chili
one.
conversation was like while you were still gone. Well, I was gone.
Well, my meal is almost ready. Another minute. I'll leave it in there.
The thought of chili is killing me because my favorite chili is no longer available
What is it?
from my buddy Paul's restaurant.
Oh yeah. That's
Yeah,
right.
I'm gonna have to try and get him to fucking make it at home now.
We'll give you the recipe.
Yeah, I gave you the recipe.
I don't want the fucking recipe. I want him to cook it.
Carry on the
I
tradition.
know, Jimmy. I know.
You know what I mean? It ain't right. Fucking someone cook something, let them cook it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just might. I haven't done it in years. I might just make a batch of my own homemade chili and, put it in bags and freeze it or something
Cool.
instead of
Sounds
buying
good.
it.
Yeah, man.
I do
That's the
stuff
way to
like
go.
that.
Learn how to jar.
Ziploc. Put it in
Fucking
the freezer.
jar it, man. Put it in a jar. They need to freaking.
Well, that would require him to buy jars.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
he's learning.
buying anything.
He's learning
All
new
I'm
skills.
buying are the ingredients to make the chili. I'm not buying any.
Oh, come on. You can learn a new skill. Fucking.
Believe it or not, when I was making pickles, I used pickle jars.
Yeah, you can get away with that.
I remember getting the mason jars.
Some of them, not all of
Ones that
them.
had the little seal on them.
The trick, yeah,
Chili,
the
you
trick to it is, you got to keep that jar lid in good shape.
You got to keep a
Yeah.
vacuum. I could
Yeah.
put chili in jars because we did that when I was a
Yeah.
kid. We did Jello.
There you go.
I mean, chili's already hot, already
Yeah.
at temperature. You sterilize the jar, you put the chili in there, and you put the lid
Yeah.
on it and snap it and seal it, and there you go. You got it.
Yeah, man. I'm with you.
But I'm not buying jars. I'm not buying mason jars.
Fine.
You don't have to.
I don't trust any other way. I want it to.
I just happened to clean a pickle jar and put some hot water in it. Just check the seal.
Yeah, I sterilize the jars, and then I pickle.
Yeah, I remember boiling those lids and those seals and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
They tell you have to buy new lids every time.
No,
we didn't.
Rings. They want you
They
to
have a
buy new
seal.
rings.
You
every
can buy
time.
those online. The ring. They're actually in New Hampshire. They had a thing called now it slipped out of my mind. The Old Farmer's Store or something like that.
Yeah.
I remember having the catalog. This was before the internet. And
Yep.
one of the things they sold, their main product was this maple syrup.
Yeah.
No kidding, really?
The New Hampshire Country Store or something like that. Look it up online because they have a website now. But before it was a little paper catalog. It looked like
Yep. I know the one you're talking about.
a little newspaper.
Yep.
But they sold those stuff for mason jars, all that canning and
Yep.
you could get those seals.
Dude, up here you can get that shit at the supermarket every day, any day.
Well, I remember the old ball mason jars from childhood.
Yeah. Like I said, you just walk into the supermarket and go get yourself some. The freaking even the freaking dollar store will have them.
They might not have many of them, but they'll have them.
Yeah, well, there was one called Big Lots. I remember getting them from there.
Yep, Big Lots. I remember that store.
Julie, that big old Vermont country store up there, fucking that place. That place
Oh,
is a
Vermont.
zoo.
It's not New Hampshire, Vermont Country Store. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, the one she's talking about, freaking, is a zoo. It's right up the road from her house, man. Freaking. You go there during any of the tourist seasons, and the place is fucking mobbed. Mobbed.
Yeah.
I drive by it often on my way to camp.
So I went to the liquor store yesterday, first time in a long time, because I usually stock up.
Yeah.
I decided to get away from the beer. It's colder weather, so I'm just going to have shots of the hard stuff, you know.
What you
And
get?
try to
Anything-
lose some weight. But I went in the liquor store and it looked like half of their inventory was missing. And I said, what happened? I thought they were going out of business. And
Yeah.
she said, homecoming.
Yeah.
And what homecoming? She said
Yeah.
the refulfillment truck is waiting right outside, ready to reload. And I'm going like, it's going to take a whole truckload of stuff to replenish this place.
Yeah, and,
We had
and they
one or
got,
two bottles about everything they sold on the shelf.
yeah. Well, that's how they like to.
Spaces.
That makes rotating stock easy.
They must rotate their stock pretty fast, but
That's
somebody
what they
told me
do.
they had trouble with drivers. They've had trouble getting enough drivers to drive the trucks.
Yeah, man, trucking.
And if you transport alcohol, you probably have to have all permits, you know, out the butt. You can't have a 17-year-old high school graduate driving your truck loaded with
Well,
alcohol.
there's a 17-year-old high school graduate can't drive a truck anyways.
Oh my.
Well, I'm saying figuratively.
I'm just saying they can't. They don't get one.
Well, I think you would have to be over 21 to be able to transport alcoholic beverages.
Hey.
Nope.
I'll put you.
Nope. As long as it's in the back of the truck on the manifest. Cool. That's all it takes.
But the way they do it in North Carolina, they have a central estate manages the sales
The liquor?
of
Yeah.
alcohol.
Same here.
It all comes from the same warehouse. They just have a deal with the alcohol companies. They buy it in bulk. And then
Two ATVs.
Yeah.
prices on it.
Well,
How you doing, Daryl?
different areas have different distributors that have licenses to sell liquor in that area.
Yeah. Well, the one we have is like called municipal something.
Yeah.
That's not the
What?
state.
What's up, Daryl? Good to see you, my man.
Hell yeah, but he's like,
Come on up.
hey, everybody, who killed Jimmy?
Hey, Jimmy, is there a way to get Dean Machine up here? I think this show will
Well,
take off.
Not necessarily. He's been laying low lately.
Tom Noble.
I ain't seen D Machine at all lately. He ain't even
I
he
haven't
ain't
seen
even
him on your
commenting in
show.
hangouts lately.
Yeah.
I ain't seen hide or hair of him.
Yeah, if you know Dean, you know he's got 50 million hangouts and he ain't talking in any of them. I'm connected to him in like 6 of them.
I don't know why I just did that. All right.
Well, he must not give his identity out enough because of, you know, at least his YouTube identity.
What do you mean? It's D Machine WFO or freaking. He don't make content really.
Not really. He's a panelist.
Yeah, he just likes to live stream to freaking hear himself talk once in a while.
Doesn't he have like 25 different channels?
Huh?
Doesn't he have like 25 different channels?
I don't know what he's got for channels, but freaking, he's got a couple different ones. Most you see on his channels is freaking ATV shit that he does with his family.
Well, you know what? Those get old. I've watched a few.
Yeah, but he ain't putting them on for you. He's putting them on for his family.
Right.
You know, saving it for history. You know,
Posterity.
he ain't on YouTube to grow, dude.
I had a
Not
friend over in the UK. His name's Bob. And he was putting out a lot of DIY and how-to stuff and this and that. And then I'll tell you what. It seems like everybody was intent on destroying this guy and his YouTube channel. It was just ridiculous. It was so stupid. And all he was doing it for, from the beginning, he even said, I'm not doing this for me, and I'm not doing it for you. We're participating, okay? But this is ultimately for the kids. Because the kids are going to see this. My kids, your kids, everybody's kids. They're going to see these videos.
Yep.
I mean, that's why he was really doing it.
Yep. So he can teach someone something.
And people would fucking
What's up, Tom?
tear him up and get him all riled up and fired up. And
Oh, you stopping in to say hi, not saw hi.
Yeah.
Okay.
Say
You
hi.
made a mistake like I would make, Tom.
I don't know what he's trying to say about one more furniture to go.
Well, he's shopping today for furniture, I believe.
Oh, one more furniture store.
Must be a store to go. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
one more piece of furniture that he wants to pick up, maybe?
Maybe.
Maybe it's the one piece of furniture he
I don't know.
round out the.
Maybe he's fixing furniture. I don't know.
This came out really good. 3 pieces of chicken.
Jules, what are you talking about? Tatler canning lids. What are those? Yeah, Tom says one more furniture store to go.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
I'd love to go in the furniture store and just go grab a fucking new recliner.
I'd like a couch.
I don't have the room for a couch. I never really liked them anyway.
I don't have a room for a couch. I don't have a couch.
I love couches. I have the room for a couch.
I ended up sleeping on it all the fucking time.
Yeah, you know, I'm the king of fat fingers, Tom. I totally
It
understand.
may not look like I have room for a couch, but trust me, I could get rid of some of that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But yeah, like in my living room, there's only 3 recliners in there, and one of them just for the dog because it's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Jerk continued. 3 pieces of chicken and what?
Oh, sorry. I cooked 3 pieces of chicken. Well, thawed them. Cut them off the bone. I threw them in a frying pan or whatever.
Yep.
With some oil. I used grapeseed.
Okay.
No trans fats. Low cholesterol. Blah 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 blah. Health benefits. Yada yada yada. Anyway, so I used this vegetable mix. It's riced cauliflower. Don't knock it till you try it. Just eat a bit tiny little bits.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it, but
It's
Okay.
got pieces. It's got some peas in it. It's got little pieces of carrot,
mhm.
and it tastes delicious. I like it a lot.
Yeah, the wife has learned how to jazz up a riced cauliflower thing that we've been eating. It don't taste so goddamn bad.
But
Think
that's
it's
all
the
I got.
fact. I think it's the fact that she overpowers the other things. Thin it out a little.
But I also have herbs, parsley, garlic, onion powder.
Do you ever get onion flake? I like onion flake.
A tiny shake of coriander, some black pepper, some turmeric, and yeah, a little bit here and there. Just whatever strikes
little
the
bit.
fancy. You
Here
can
and
you can
there.
doll it up however you'd like.
Heather's having coffee.
Is better.
Sectional silver, huh, Tom? Good thing about that is they just come the fuck apart, and you can do whatever the hell you want with them. But Tom likes to throw a little chili powder in there. There you go.
Had a feather. Mm. Love you.
Habitat for Humanity Torture. Lake nice view. Oh yeah. I want to do it though. I want one with a massage and the heat and all that shit. Gotta go. All right, Tom. Later, buddy.
Later, Tom.
Oh. Who are you typing to, David?
The only thing I
but he
don't like
left.
about this rice cauliflower stuff is that you can't get a lot of it in your mouth because it goes right through a fork.
Well,
Yeah. Cooked it too long.
No, it's not that.
it's small.
It just goes right through your fork. The little.
Oh, you mean the little flakes from it? Yeah, I had the same problem the other night. I did broccoli.
Stop,
and
stop
cauliflower.
using a salad fork.
I'm not using a salad fork.
I eat everything with a salad fork. It makes you feel like you're getting more food because it's a smaller fork.
Maybe it is a salad fork then, because it is a smaller fork. I don't really have big forks here. I'm working on getting better kitchen stuff.
Uh-huh.
Well, I wish I knew that. As much kitchen stuff I gave away.
It's all right.
Oh,
We
dude.
still have kitchen equipment.
We had a new couple come to town, and they asked for kitchen stuff, and I just told her to come over.
Yeah, well, I gave a lot of that away. I knew some people that.
Yeah, I told her to come over, and I opened the cupboards. It was like, yeah, you want some of this? Here. You want some of this? Here. You want some of these? Here. Boom. She left here. She left here with just about everything she was looking for.
Yeah.
No, I
I
got.
wish I knew Jerk earlier on because he would have ended up with a lot of stuff. I would have just shipped it to him.
No, Dave. You misunderstand. I have every piece of silverware that I could ever want. Okay, I have a huge box of it sitting in the other room. I don't want any of it because I wanted a complete set. I have what I need. I'm good. Don't worry. Thank you. I appreciate you thinking about me. I just don't want those ones.
Well, you're in the same boat I am. I need to replace all of it. I like the little forks because it makes you feel like you're eating less.
You know what I did? I went
Makes you
into
feel like
Wally
you're eating
World.
more. But what it is, I have the Waterford flatware that was with my wife's china and all that, and that was from
Yeah.
my marriage. But I really
Yeah.
like it a lot, and I'm debating whether just to throw out everything I have and just replace all of it, make the Waterford my everyday wear. And I mean,
Why wouldn't you?
I don't think you could ruin it. It's quality. I mean, it would last forever. Well, then
Yeah,
you help me decide,
Waterford's good
Jimmy.
shit.
I'm going to
What?
throw out everything I have and just replace it with.
Dave, Waterford's good shit. It's meant to be used.
Well, then I'm going to use it. You help me decide. I made
Yeah,
the
it's
decision.
meant to be used. You know,
All of
good
that
china.
stuff I'm gonna go
Good
and
china
buy
is meant to
later.
be used. It's not meant to be in the fucking cupboard, you know, put away.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying too.
You know,
Just take care of it.
yeah, you know, I mean,
It won't get used. There's just one person living here. It's just me.
Yeah.
yeah,
You get it, and then you don't use it, and then you die, and the next freaking person that gets it from you doesn't
Will
use
not
it.
use
It's
it.
fancy, and they don't want to hurt it either. And
Well, it'll
it
stay.
becomes
There's no way
heirloom
you
quality
can.
at
You
that
can
point.
take it out and take it out and hit it with a hammer, and you wouldn't even damage it. You'd do more damage to your hammer than you would to
yeah, the flatware, yeah, I mean, you know,
your flatware.
yeah,
It's stainless.
you know, I just bought the cheap shit. I got sick of all the mismatched sizes of forks and spoons, and I just took the whole drawer, dumped it the fuck out, went to Wally World, and bought a whole new, you know, like I bought fucking 4 of everything. We don't
Yeah.
need more than 4 of anything.
You're
there's
with
only
me.
2 of
I
us
got
here.
4 of every piece. Yep.
You know,
That's exactly the way I'm set up. Yep.
there's 2
We
of us.
have
Here. No need to have any more than that.
5 or 6 forks. We have 4 that are, regular, like salads, I guess you could say. And then
Salad dessert size. Yeah, they're the
Well, when I said a salad fork, I meant the 3-prong one.
there's ones that are slightly smaller for the, smaller person
mine
in
are
the
4
house.
prongs.
Crystal
They're
has a tiny little mouth, and when she uses the larger fork, she has a tendency to stab herself in the mouth because she's clumsy. So
Well,
she uses
yeah.
a smaller fork. That's it.
Yeah.
Plus, it's special just for her. Huh, Bunny?
Well, who sat down and said forks should have 4?
Yeah.
Fork should have 4 tines.
Yeah. Well, they could have any number of times. They could have 3. They could have 5.
Who says?
Who said? Right.
Hey, look. As long as I can shovel food into my pie hole with it, I really don't care if it has tines. It could be a spork, or a spoon, or a pair of chopsticks.
Well, if you're single or a couple, I get the feeling from Jimmy C. He's kind of like me, even though he's a couple family. He lives like he's single. A spoon, you wouldn't believe how much stuff I eat with a spoon.
Oh, you can eat it all with a
Not
spoon.
with a fork.
In a pinch, I'll even use a piece of celery.
It's like when we make macaroni and cheese, you don't use a fork, you just use a spoon. You make a hamburger goulash, freaking American chop suey.
Well, that's all
Fucking
they
you want a
get
spoon,
here.
you know?
90% of it, you could eat it with a spoon.
Yeah, a spoon's way better for those type of things because you get some of the juice with it, you know.
Yeah, you don't want to leave a half a cup
Especially-
of juice on your
Especially a nice creamy macaroni and cheese. You have to eat that shit with a spoon.
Don't try to eat rice with a fork. You want to get every little piece of that rice.
I know how to eat rice with a fork.
Yeah.
Well, I do too. I've eaten rice.
So how do you eat fried rice with chopsticks?
Learn.
The way they make
You
the
don't.
rice, it's more. The rice is stickier. It sticks
Yeah,
together.
chopstick rice is white rice, sticky rice.
Yeah.
I can eat pork fried rice and fried rice with chopsticks.
Sure, you can.
I can.
1 grain at a time.
No. It's not how it works.
Uh-huh.
But I'd rather eat egg rolls personally.
Well, that's what I do. You freaking just scoop everything up with the egg roll.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fun. I've been having when we go eat sushi, the wife is always trying to use the fucking chopsticks, and she really has no clue how to operate the motherfucking thing. So seriously, she wants to move both of them. I was like, no, you got to steady the one and move the other.
Now I want egg rolls, damn it.
Now I want fucking sushi. What are you talking about?
I love egg rolls, but I don't care about sushi.
I don't mind an egg roll here or there, but fucking sushi, dude.
Dude,
hell,
I could eat a stack of like 6 egg rolls right now, even though I just ate that chicken. I could still eat like 6 egg rolls. It's like,
you ain't getting good egg rolls if you got to eat 6 of them.
no, you underestimate the freaking capacity of my freaking stomach.
Well, there's
Okay.
this place.
Okay,
here
maybe,
that sells
maybe.
egg rolls.
But freaking the egg rolls up here, man, are freaking. 2 of them are usually fucking more than you need.
Yeah, there's this one place we have here. The egg rolls are like 4 inches in diameter. I mean, they're not.
Yeah, that's
they're
what I'm
not
saying.
round, they're like flat.
Those
2
sound
of those
nice.
would be a meal. 2 of
That's what I'm
those.
saying. They're freaking. They ain't quite that big, but
Well,
they're about as round as this jar.
Yeah, well, they're like 6 inches long, and they have that about the size.
Yeah. Well, ours are only about 4 inches long, but they're fat.
Yeah, well, they're real fat egg rolls. Yeah, I haven't had one in quite a while. It happens to be the Chinese place right next to door to where I work, and I haven't had anything.
Let me tell you something. I eat that much cabbage. You want to walk away from me.
That's why I usually only eat one at a sitting. But we eat a lot of that freaking sushi and the tempeh and the freaking, that type of stuff because that shit's awesome for you, man. Freaking
Yeah.
and it's cheap too.
Oh yeah.
I used to eat Chinese food almost every day. We had this Chinese food place across the street, and we would just walk over. It was like not even a 2-minute walk to the place from where we lived, and we'd go in there. It was called Main Kitchen because it was pretty much on Main Street.
We went to Star Dynasty or Star. It's Star. It's just Star fucking China Star. That's what it was.
Oh, that sounds like it has wonderful food. There's this place here.
Oh yeah,
The street it delivers. The place is dirty, filthy, not filthy, but you walk into the place and you go, oh, I don't want to eat here. I want to tell you, they have the best food. I mean, it's just a good old down home Chinese food. Everything
Hey, man.
tastes good.
If the floor's a little funky, I'm not, but when you watch the way they cook, man, the way they handle the food in the kitchen is what does it for me, man.
Well, you walk in this place and you can look right into the kitchen. You can watch them cook.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. There's this one place that I love to go to, right? It's like you say, it's a little greasy, right? And
Yeah, it's a little dingy, kind of dumpy.
It's a little bit
They all
greasy.
are.
But when you look in the kitchen, that they're using that same pot day in, day out. That thing don't rest. It don't have time to be clean. So whatever's in there is getting cooked to fuck and freaking.
Well, it's getting sterilized.
And the way they load up the stuff, they're good about the way they load it up. There's no cross contaminating shit. Because they're taking the pot, they take the pot right over to the plate, bang, bang, bang. And fucking stuff like that. So
Jim.
it's like.
Well, you can stand there and watch them make your meal right before your eyes.
Yeah.
Right around the corner from us where we live right now, there's another place. It's about maybe 7 minutes away, maybe 10, depending on how you're walking. Well, anyway, when we first moved in, right now it's called Peking House, right?
Yeah.
But when we first moved in, like a dozen years ago, it used to be called Dong's Big Tang. Okay,
yeah,
so I used to call it Tang's Big Dong all the time.
yeah. I'm sure it was the talk of the neighborhood.
Dude, that place was awesome. The people that ran it were cool as hell. They liked us. We tipped them good. When they came to the door and stuff like that, because we freaking order something from them, and they just like a lot of the time the dude would just walk here. He'd just walk.
Nothing wrong with that.
Well, he walked real fast, but most of the time he did take
Yeah.
his car. But a lot of the time he just walk up the street.
Just walk it up. Yeah, it's a nice day. Walk it up.
Well, you were close
Yeah.
enough. It was not worth fooling with the car.
Right. 10-minute walk. That ain't bad. It'd take him just as long to drive there, get in the car, drive.
By the time you get in the car and start the
I
car,
could tell. I
drive
could
the
tell
car.
when he did walk and when he took his car, because if it got here in like 10 minutes, then he took his car. If he got here in freaking like 20 minutes, then he walked. But that place was lightning quick because it was like literally right around the corner. So good stuff.
I did live across the street from a Thai restaurant one time. That was wonderful. The management was Thai. They served some family style food and stuff.
Yeah. I lived next door to a tavern. It was awesome.
You ordered some of their Thai stuff, and it was fabulous. It was out of this world. It was right across the street.
Dude, I lived next door to a tavern. You could go in there and get a burger, fries, and a beer for $6.
Yeah.
Fucking blowout deal. It was a half a pound burger and a plate of fries. It wasn't a handful of fries. It was a plate.
Yeah.
Yeah, the half a pound. Well, it was a big fucking ass burger. It was at least 2/3 of a pound. Freaking type of thing, or half a pound. It was big, dude. It was a big fat burger on a big old bun. And was loaded up with whatever you wanted on it. And they weren't skimpy with anything. If you wanted fucking lettuce, he'd grab a handful of lettuce. You wanted tomato, he'd put 4 or 5 slices on there. Unless you told him to fucking, hey, just a slice or two.
Just a slice.
There's a place. Don't remember what it's called, but there's this place in Windsor, Connecticut that was crazy. It was like this burger joint that was nuts, and it was seasonal.
We got a restaurant, a breakfast place up here that's seasonal.
There was a place in Hartford that was called Augie and Ray's. That was unbelievable, freaking great freaking place that served Mongo huge freaking dogs and birds and stuff, dude. It was nuts.
Yeah.
But I wonder what that place was called in Windsor. There's this school.
Okay, we're not frozen.
I don't think it's there anymore. No, I don't think it's there anymore. I wanted to freaking remember what the hell the name was. I've only been there a couple of times.
I really want Chinese food. I might order Chinese food.
Oh well. Let's see if I can find. It's still there. Augie and Ray's is still in East Hartford there. A lot of it's just like picnic tables. You can eat outside. And you drive in and you get takeout, and there's like tons and tons and tons and tons of picnic tables. You can just eat outside. Cool place. Oh, dang. Welcome back, Moose Gal. I didn't see you. See how much I pay attention? I was getting lost in a map. How's your food, Crystal?
That was really good.
You like that? Yeah. Just like their food. That's all I cared about.
Made it all worth it.
Well, I've had to cook for the both of us for the last 16 years, so I'm hoping I'm getting decent at it.
Been there, done that.
My hands are killing me.
The roughest thing is figuring out the quantities, how not to cook too much. You know, throwing stuff out.
Right here. My hand is killing me. 1, 2. 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27. Oh. I got 27 pieces to go, and then the task will be complete. Oh, my hands are hurt, bro. Well, when you set yourself a task to make all of the magnets that you have, right? Like, I don't even have enough magnets to put in all of these. I don't. So I'm either just gonna have to pick randomly or pick and choose, like, for however many magnets I even have left. I don't even remember. Let's see. I think the powers that be are telling me something, because this stuck to the Altoids tin, so maybe I need a breath mint. There was a lot of onion in there. Maybe I gotta freshen up a little. Oh man, we need some fresh blood up here.
Yeah. Where is it? Where'd everybody go? We don't have. We didn't get Ian.
Ian's somewhere
Hazy.
else at the moment.
I know it's late for Hazy. No Johnny 5. We'll start at 4:30 next Friday because I didn't get enough to get a vote.
Hmm. You didn't even put up the question, did you?
Set to pin it to the top.
Oh, you don't have the. Never mind. You don't have the. Oh, you might have. Can you put up a poll down the bottom?
Yeah, but I don't think it's enough to do a poll. I mean,
Yeah,
there's
but you
nobody
gotta.
in here that are regular.
You should have done it at the beginning.
Oh, really? I
Just
thought
put up
about
the
it.
poll at the beginning, then everyone that comes in gets to. That's the first thing they see, you know.
Yeah, well, a lot of people that came in are people that haven't been here before. So.
So Dave, out of 100, I have 46 left.
Ouch.
Oh,
You got your work laid out for you there.
I got 46 left, Dave.
46
We can
what?
go till 8 o'clock because I usually like to
What?
go off when Toy Man comes on.
Ah.
And I got the scary message from StreamYard that I need to upgrade to the.
Oh, they just keep doing. Don't worry about them.
No, I didn't even
They
use
say
that many.
you use more than most of the people in your area. That,
That's what they said. I was within the
yeah.
20%.
It's just a
They
selling
send me
scam.
shit like that
It's a
too,
selling
dude.
point. It's a selling point. Yeah.
Yeah, they're trying to guilt you into paying for it.
It's a tactic.
Well, see, I'm too smart for them. I read between the lines. It's like, okay, you're telling me I used a little over half of my allotted time, and it's gonna. I'm gonna get the whole 20 hours the next week. Wait a minute, I didn't use the time that I would normally use up. State the obvious. It's a scare tactic.
Yeah, that's all. They're just trying to get you to pay up, man. Yeah.
So, yep. I have 46.
No Sheena. Let me see if Sheena responded to me.
I don't even think I have enough glue to do all these. I think Sheena's busy today.
She said maybe later. She responded to me early.
Oh.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. My goodness gracious. I wonder if Moose Gal's still here. She said she was back, but she ain't said nothing since.
Well, I'm gonna go try and be useful.
All right.
Peace
Well,
out.
we'll stick here.
Thanks
We'll
for having
stick
me up,
here.
man. Catch you later.
See you later, Jimmy.
Go be useful. So, that, I'm afraid, is that, buddy.
If you're a little more than halfway through your project, you might need a break.
Oh, I'm way more than halfway through.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. I got, let's see. I think there was, oh, shit. I just counted them. Let me count them again. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Okay, so there's 36. 90. $100. $105. I have 35 left.
Ouch.
I am going to call that 2/3 of the way through the project. Plus, I've already done more than 50 previous to that. So, truth be known, 105 and 54 is 159. So, out of 159, I have 35 left. I'm going to call that 20% left. How about that?
I like that.
So I'm actually 80% of the way through the project. Not a problem. I've got it. It's just going to take me a while to, regain the usability of my hands. It's not that my hands aren't strong right now. It's just that it's painful to grab things, So
Yeah.
I could grab the skulls and I could grab the tool, I should say, but it's painful to work the tool right now. That's all. Hey, I wonder if Mooskow would like to come up on panel
Yeah, offered earlier.
here.
Shandog's in the house. Shandog, you have the link.
Hey, Shandog, what's up, Mike? Good to see you.
We were just about to wrap up. Try to get Moose Scow up.
Lid, what's up, man?
Low lids. We might go on a little more. We're getting some action now here.
Good to see you, Lolid. Why didn't Mooskow come up?
Yeah, all I have to do is get a link to
stink or
her.
something.
Engraved invitation.
Hang on. When I move out of here, I'm going to find plastic skulls in places I didn't think plastic skulls could get.
Oh, you'll find skulls. Oh,
I'm
that
not
you
kidding.
lost years ago.
I'm gonna find them like, sticking out of somewhere that I didn't think they could get.
Okay, low lids. Well, appreciate you checking in.
Hell yeah, Lolid. We'll see you, bud.
Yeah. Shandog's installing on laptop.
You're
How long does
installing
it
anything
take
else on your
Hangouts to
laptop?
install? I don't remember having to install Hangouts at all.
He's installing it as an application. I didn't do that. I just freaking bookmarked the freaking site.
It just
I don't
comes
use
up.
applications. I don't install applications onto my computer or onto my laptop. I just bookmark everything. They don't want you to do that, though. They want you to actually install the damn application on your freaking PC now, like your PC is a device. like a handheld device or some damn thing. It's like,
yeah,
dude,
I don't do that. I do it on the device, but not on the PC.
that's okay. Yeah, you go at your level, man. Oh, it's on your phone. Okay.
Well, then you have to download it. I would know how to do it. I would I tried to download Facebook and I gave up on it. It wanted to take over everything. No.
I don't even have a Facebook account. I never did.
I wanted to be able to use Messenger on the phone, but it said something about, all right, do we have your permission to take over your Google Messenger? And it's like, no. I stopped that process right at that point. I could live without it.
These things are so stinking hard.
Chandog, I'll put the link in the chat. Must be Friday night downtown. You can hear the fire trucks.
Late last night, while we were all in bed.
Yeah, I understand, Chandog. But you're in the middle of installing it. Haven't seen the troll lately, though.
Huh?
The troll hasn't turned up
Why
lately.
not? You don't have a thumbs down yet?
No, it's usually in the videos I post, and they put a, gosh, they must be in some other country or something like that, because they put words and symbols. It never
That's-
makes it because
That definitely is. It is a troll. It's an advertising bot.
yeah,
Yeah, those things are dumb. Just delete them.
they never make it. They get deleted automatically.
Oh, okay. Toy Man says hi, Dave, in the basement.
Oh, Toy Man, sorry. Oh, we got two in the basement.
Hey, Dave.
Hi, Dave.
Toy Man.
Hey, Shandog.
Hey, Captain.
Dave.
Hey, Ron.
I'm looking at the
Fellas,
Justin.
how you doing? Ron,
Good.
Mike, what's up?
What's up, Justin?
Good.
I think you got a link, Moose Gal. If not, here it comes.
There's one in the chat.
Well, yeah, that's true too. Damn it.
Yeah.
How's everyone? Good?
Yeah.
Doing
Very
good.
good.
I'm off for, it's the weekend for me, so I don't have to worry about going to work tonight.
There you go.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you, Charlie? My dog's growling at me.
Is he hungry?
Stop this.
No, he already
dog.
ate.
Yeah, I got that afternoon nap because I didn't have to work today. Had to wake up in time to get a shower before I went live on YouTube.
What's the matter, dog? I was on vacation all week. I went to Pittsburgh. I drove to Pittsburgh with my wife and one of my kids.
Oh,
Sounds,
And then I drove to Baltimore from there.
Cool.
oh, cheaper.
Well, Virginia first. I stayed a night in Virginia and then
Where the hell is Virginia?
over to Baltimore.
You drove to two hard hitting cities this weekend, huh? Or this week?
Yeah, it was
well,
a
you
good time
know,
there.
I've been to Baltimore. They got some fucked up highways down there.
Yeah, they do.
Round and round we go.
Worse than going to New York City, really.
Yeah.
They like beltways there.
Yeah, exactly. I found that out when I kept going around. Like, why is the numbers
No,
going
you'll
back
just
up
keep
and going
going
back
around in
down?
a circle. Yeah, that's the way
Yeah.
they're designed.
Yeah.
Where in Virginia did you stay, Shandong?
I think it was Crystal City.
Okay. We know.
I think.
used to live
I
in
don't know. I know I was there. My wife takes care of all that crap. I don't have to worry about that shit.
Yeah.
You ever
I
been
just
to
survived.
Glendale, Louisiana?
You almost made it to North Carolina. You could have made a stop here.
That's really not far from there.
You were on vacation.
Well, yeah, we drive somewhere usually we do in October, but the kids had weddings to go to, so.
Well, see, the beaches in North Carolina are wonderful in October. People don't know that.
And I love the ocean.
Where's Myrtle Beach? Is that North Carolina?
South Carolina. It's almost like on the border of Florida and South Carolina.
Okay.
I went there once before, and we stayed at some like resort place. Like you don't need a car, so the kids all wanted to go driving around, and the kid working there hears us saying that. He comes and knocks, sends this other kid upstairs. Says, "Hey," he said, you can use his car till midnight every night that he worked that we were there. So I didn't have to rent the car. The guy let me use his car. It was a brand new car too. He wanted us to come back. What a cool dude. I mean, I took care of him.
Well, where did you stay? Because I'm thinking about going on a vacation. I'm not.
Oh,
gonna be
I'd
able
have to ask my wife. That was like about freaking 10 years ago, David.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to be able to spend time with the family, and I just thought, and I'm not too worried about getting COVID. I want to get a booster and all that. I've got to get the hell out of here.
Yeah, me too. That's why
I've been
tried.
waiting for years to do something.
I ain't getting no shot either. It is what it is.
I'd go to Myrtle Beach if I didn't have to worry about a way to get around or anything. Yeah, sign me up. I'll be right there.
Yeah, there's everything at the place to do, but you do like to go outside and see what's going on.
It is touristy though. That's the only
Right.
Spring break.
Yep, there you go. Let's go to North Carolina for spring break party.
Party. Yeah, I was thinking about doing that one year if the YouTube crowd continues to do kind of like what Dizzy does, find a venue of some kind where we could just hang out and act like a bunch of juvenile delinquents for a weekend.
Moose Scout, there's a link in the chat, and you have a link in Hangouts.
Hi, Moose Gal.
Oh, there it is.
Well, it's been okay for half an hour.
There you go.
She in the basement.
That's Southern, isn't it? It's been okay. You're dealing with somebody in the South.
We've had rain all freaking day. You have too, right, Captain?
Yeah, it's been raining here all night last night.
It's been raining for at least freaking 5 hours that I know of.
Yeah, and it's raining off and on.
It rained all
Yeah,
night here,
so-
and then I woke up this morning and
So-
the sun was shining.
Yep. But we didn't get any snow, but I know somebody who did.
Busy?
Yeah, and she woke up and the ground was all white.
What, you Dizzy? So we'll get a video.
No, Fishy. Fishy got snow.
Oh, go fish. Can we get her up on the
She's out shopping.
with Tom? Tom's shopping.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, whenever you're
out all
invited,
those skulls.
whenever you're invited, Toy Man, Go Fish is automatically invited. So you're
Well,
always
she's out at Walmart right now spending some money.
Is it your money? As long as it's not your money, it's all right.
No, it's money that she earned. She cleaned a house the other day and made around $400 by doing it.
Sounds like
Yeah.
cleaning my house. I remember paying
Yeah.
$200 for somebody to clean my house.
So she's starting to support herself really good.
Yeah, I got one of those coming up. I think the first of the year, I want to go ahead and hire somebody to come in here and clean everything out. I'm not the world's greatest housekeeper. I
Well,
can straighten up.
She cleans the church once a week. The church that she goes to, she cleans that. So that's her job.
Well, our church
And-
is so small you can clean in about 30 minutes. So
Right.
serious. We're renting space right now. It's just a chapel and a bathroom and a
Mhm.
classroom.
Yeah, this is the second house that she's cleaned. So
Mm.
We had some good money for doing that.
yeah, well, especially with the condition that this house was in, that was like pretty yucky. So it's like,
Well,
so
hi, Moose Gal.
Hello, everybody.
Moose Gal, how you
Hi,
doing?
hi, Dave. Thanks for inviting
Hello.
me up.
Hello.
I like your glasses.
Thanks.
It's like the new style now. They're coming back with the bigger ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the movie
Oh,
star,
definitely. They've
movie
been
I've
star
had
style,
these
right?
for like maybe 2 years. These are like 2 years old.
Mhm.
I do this
Well,
now
see,
because I have a friend. When he goes live, he always wears sunglasses. So that's what I do now.
Well, I have to
should-
wear these cheap readers. I can't see too well,
So
but they
what's
work
up?
for me because I wreck them. I'm glad they're only $1.
Well, there you
I have
go.
like 3 pair right here. No shit. Well, here's 2. I know I got a few around. I got a pair in my pocket.
Y'all
I
think the
used
dollar
to
store-
find
Here, we'll all
Used
put
to-
our sunglasses on there. All right,
I used to
now
find
All
pairs
right.
of glasses.
there we go.
I used to find pairs of glasses at Salvation Army all the time, and I'd buy them up. I
Right?
did.
All
I
right.
I bought them up.
Captain,
because-
get on board.
I sent them to another YouTuber as a gag
Oh, darn you.
because he wears glasses, and I figured if I send him a package and it's full of glasses, he's just going to be like, "Why the hell did he send me so many glasses?" So
The only
Plus,
problem I
yeah,
can
they
see
look
out of
like a
these, but I
pair.
just can't read nothing. Everything's all blurry.
Well, I could read because I have prescription.
Oh, I have prescription too.
I'm tired of my regular glasses.
Yeah, I have my prescription.
Yeah, I'll put my
Sunglasses.
prescription ones back on there.
And I don't want to admit that it's winter, so I'm wearing sunglasses too.
I have to wear them all the time.
Should wear sunglasses in the wintertime anyways.
See, these
Well,
are prescriptions. I can see
I
everything.
don't when I go out. If it's not sunny, I don't wear sunglasses in the winter.
I do.
Well, I
Those-
do. Doesn't matter if
those
it's sunny or
glasses
not.
are definitely freaking good for you, Dave.
Yeah, they're very
Hey,
cool.
I'll be back in a second or two.
Okay,
Yeah, no
All
problem.
right.
so what's up, Toy Man?
Oh, not much. I haven't been up all that long. I got up and looked at Hangouts. Says, "Hey, I'm on this panel." Justin says, and I'm going, "What?" So I
Okay,
click on
that's
it and go,
cool.
"Okay, I know where you are now."
I really liked your guys' last interview with Brian.
Yeah, we just wish his connection was a little bit better, but we got through it, and it started getting better as we went through here and there. The little glitches.
So, what's the criteria to be on your show? Do people have to have a YouTube channel? What's the criteria?
Yeah, we can talk about your channel and stuff. Interview why you start your channel up, and
Okay.
where you want to take it.
Okay. If I know of
Right.
anybody, I'll recommend them to talk to
Okay.
you.
Yeah.
Because I told Fishy I might schedule a time,
Hmm.
but I don't know yet. I'm too busy, so who knows?
Right. And like I said, this is why we have the two different time slots. Whatever time slot works for you the best, right?
And how far in advance do you need to know?
About a week.
All right. I'll keep that in
That
mind.
way you can do a promo video on you and type thing, and
All right.
Oh yeah.
you know.
Because I think that would be fun. And I don't get to see you two very often because I'm so busy.
Hmm. Yeah, we're busy. We're trying to get the merch going too. So
Yeah, I heard about that. You were showing it off on your stream.
yeah, we do have shirts up for sale right now. So
I've been told to do stickers, but
yeah, that's the other thing we're
somebody saw my avatar and they're like, that would make a great sticker. Why don't you make stickers?
How many subscribers do you have now?
Who?
You.
Me? I will let you know.
Hey, Dave, I think Moose Gal's in the basement.
No, there's nobody in the basement.
I was kidding, Dave.
I mean, I'm looking right at the basement. I'm
I
going,
can leave and go back in the
and I just
basement.
walked in, and it's like, there's nobody here.
I have a twin, don't you know?
You
I have a
do?
twin.
If you'll clean my house, I'll buy you a plane ticket.
All right, hold up. How many subscribers do I have? Let me answer this. Holy crap, I got more. As of now, I have 281 subscribers.
You have more than I
There you
do.
go.
Wait
That's
until
the
you
way
have
to
at least
go.
500.
Yeah, that's when you get the community tab.
Well, wait until you have at least 500 to get stickers.
Yeah, I'm in no rush to get stickers. Just somebody pointed out your avatar is cool. Make stickers.
I have a now. Wait a minute. You can make your own stickers.
You can.
Mail them to people. They'll give you stickers.
I just have no idea how to do it, but everyone seems to be doing it within our community.
Well, you are on
Stickers
YouTube.
and
Why
this
don't
and
you look
that.
up a video on how to make stickers?
Yeah. I wonder if you can 3D. Can you 3D print stickers?
Yeah. Why would you want to? Would you?
Because I have access to 3D printing for free at work.
Well, see, 3D printing's like for
Plastic.
Moose Gal.
printing a
I
three
know. I was just
dimensional.
wondering if you could do other
Who's
things
got-
besides.
Moose Gal.
Yes, yes.
You really need to look up a video on how to make stickers.
I know. I was just wondering.
When I think of 3D printers, I think of a printer that makes little, like, odd defined parts for things, and they're different kinds of plastic you can get.
Well, you can make
Kevin
like
Jerk would know more about that than I would.
you can make buttons. Like here, I'll show you.
Buttons.
Oh, hey, Daddy-O. Here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. You can make buttons like these on a 3D printer.
Oh, that's cool.
These are all labeled and numbered and everything.
Oh, that's cool.
Here's one of my other ones.
Oh,
I had
that's
I had a sticker that looked like this too.
that's how your symbol goes.
I ran out of them, but I did have them for a while.
That's cool.
Cool. Yeah, you did have like a 3-dimensional sticker.
Yeah, those look
See, I
great.
knew
I
that
like
you could
those.
do something. I knew that you could do something. But at my work, we actually have button machine, so you can make old-fashioned buttons. You know, like the ones that you used to get for the elections, the circle ones.
I just showed you old-fashioned buttons.
Yeah, but ours are circle. So
Who cares? You can make them trapezoid or star-shaped. It doesn't matter.
It's just harder to mail buttons.
Be mean.
There's your safety pin back. Really?
Yeah, same with ours. Same with our machine at work.
Yeah, it's just
Unless they're unless they're less than a quarter of an inch thick, they'll be hard to mail.
What do you got? Like one of those badge a minute freaking machines or something?
The one we actually make ourselves. They only come in circles, as far as I recall.
Yeah, you can make them in several different sizes.
I believe.
I had friends that were making their own freaking buttons for like different bands and stuff. And what ended up happening was they almost got in trouble because they were trying to sell them. They almost got in trouble. So they were a little gun shy for a while. And I'm like, if you were still making them damn things, I would buy them.
Yeah.
They were making really, really cool ones for really good bands and stuff. And stopped making them.
Hi.
Here. All right, then. I'm trying, fellas. I'm trying. My hands hurt.
What are you doing now? You're putting magnets in the skulls?
No, I'm drilling the holes.
Oh, all by hand.
I don't have a drilled up to the task.
Sucks.
I tried getting a drill bit that fits my freaking drill press, but my drill press is it shrieks like a freaking banshee. It's like insanely loud, dude. I'm like, yeah, I don't even want to use that thing. And then I figured I could use my regular drill because it's a lot quieter, but no, the thing don't even fit in the chuck. The bit that I got to make these doesn't even fit in the damn chuck. So
You ever thought maybe of getting a Dremel?
I've been over
I'm
this.
back.
We've been down this road.
And the chuck on a Dremel is even smaller.
Oh.
I can't, the last time I was using power tools regularly up here, my neighbors called the police.
No, that sucks.
I understand your situation, Captain, but it still amazes me that using power tools would be.
They started a fight with me through the floor and called the cops because they started a friggin' fight.
Over tools.
People get pissed off about,
They
disturbing
started
their.
a fight with me over using a Dremel in my kitchen through the floor of my apartment.
What does
And
it
then
mean?
they called the cops on me.
What if you were using a
Those
blender?
people are losers.
Yeah, trouble.
That means you couldn't use a blender in your kitchen. That's not.
Cop
really
ever coming to my
cool.
door? You know, I go out your door. You know why? Because you're using power tools. Yes, and
They're
it's my
probably
business.
just
I'm doing a
upset.
hobby, and if I want to use power tools at a certain hour, I will. And who doesn't like it can fuck off.
Right. They're
Mhm.
probably just upset that it was too noisy.
Exactly.
They don't
screw
care
off.
if they
I
fucking
mean, even
thought
if
it was
it
going
was
to
a
kill
little
them.
noisy, it's your apartment. Do what you want.
I don't care if they
Jesus.
think it was going to kill them. I just don't want to argue about it.
I know. It's silly.
Well, a lot of places have limits, like how many decibels it is, and I doubt that a Dremel would
We
exceed
don't.
the number of decibels that would be considered.
We don't. These places, you can own them. These are condos.
Yeah.
So there are owners here. You can't tell an owner of a place that, really? Okay. Yeah, tell that freaking 80-year-old dude that owns his condo and it's paid off that he can't fucking doodly, and he's gonna tell you, how hard he's gonna throw you down the stairs.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd want to be renting from somebody that was 80 years old. I did one time. I rented from somebody that was 90 some years old.
Whoa.
But I ended up buying their house.
No, there was a guy that lived above us, and he owned his condo. He
Yeah.
owned his unit. He didn't own the building. He owned his unit.
Oh, the individual unit. I thought the
Yes,
owner
Dave.
of the building was 80
No.
years old. Okay.
I know the guy that owns the building. His name's Rob. And a lot of people don't even believe that he owns the building. It's like, how did you miss that?
People are strange.
Anyway.
There's
There's
two.
two
Well, when
owners.
you own a condo, you don't own the whole building.
No, I know. But they own more than 50% of the freaking units in these buildings. They own the buildings. They own the damn property. They run the company. They own the company that freaking runs the place. They own the property. It's like, look it up. It's a matter of public record. You can look that up online. It'll take you a couple of minutes to find it. Maybe not even if you know the site.
Well, it doesn't
No,
sound like
it's
something
like-
out of the ordinary. I mean, that's the way they do it here where I live. There's 3 buildings, and they're all owned by the same person. And
Anyway, the name of the company that owns this place is West Road Associates. Anybody can look that up and find out who the owners are. Their names are Tom Martin and Rob Gilmet.
Yep.
It's a matter of public freaking record. It's not like they're hiding.
no, nobody's hiding.
They're not hiding. They're not lying. They're not bragging. That's just the way
No
it is.
hiding, no lying, no bragging. Right.
I've known that since freaking the first year I moved in. I knew that they were the owners of this entire property. They own the property. They manage it. They do everything here. Freaking when they come around, they purposely have replacement light bulbs and 9-volt batteries in their pockets. They see a light bulb that's out, they replace it. They hear a ding for the freaking like the smoke alarms or whatever. They'll replace the battery in it.
Mhm.
You know, it's not a big deal. If they see a light in the freaking smoke alarm that's out, they'll replace it. But in the last couple of years, they turned the system over to hardwire system now, so they don't even have 9-volt batteries in them anymore.
Mine have like those 10-year lithium batteries in them or something.
Nope,
You
there's
cannot
no
replace
batteries in
batteries.
any of these. In any of these smoke alarms, there's no batteries in them anymore.
You know, they might be hardwired in because they had put the central, the central air in, and they're
Every year, there's an inspector that comes around and sprays that stuff in the freaking smoke alarms to make them go off to test them. That's it.
Well, they have that here too. They're
It's really
probably
really low maintenance. You know.
they probably hardwired these smoke detectors, but because they're all kind of clustered. I got a smoke detector in every room now. Not in the bathroom for obvious reasons, because it would go off. There's one,
But yeah,
and there isn't one in the kitchen, but there is one in the dining room.
for the first 6 years that I've lived here minus 1 year because I moved out of one unit, and when I moved back into a different unit, and that entire time I was gone was only like maybe 15 months, a little over a year. But since November of 2007 to now, I've been living here, and I've only missed 15 months out of that time that we were living in a different place. So, a dozen out of the last 13 years, or 14 or whatever.
I've been here 20 years.
You own that place, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Well, that's yeah.
I've been
Everybody says, "Why don't you move?" I go, "Why? I like living where I live."
Yep, I've been 15 years in my condo, which is going up for sale in the spring. So.
Ooh.
Where you going?
Ooh,
Yeah, where are you moving?
You moving to the States, are you?
He's
Are
moving
you
to
really?
Hackensack. It's in Jersey.
Wait a minute, you're moving to the US?
You going to Jersey?
No,
No,
Hackensack.
Hackensack.
Yeah, Hackensack, New
A
Jersey.
lot of people are moving to North Carolina. Come on down. We got some
What is it?
places for you.
I was
What?
thinking about maybe around Iowa area.
Well,
Really?
see, there are places
Really?
here that they're
Yeah.
still
So
building.
you're
They're
gonna
not
give
even
up. You're
finished.
gonna see what it's like in the US. You're gonna give up some of your perks.
No, I ain't.
Insurance.
Give
Yeah,
up your health insurance.
yeah,
No, I
because
won't.
you're gonna have to pay for a fortune now for health insurance.
No, I won't, because I still be
what
Canadian.
are you kidding? Everything is more expensive in Canada.
Exactly.
Ask him.
Yes.
Ask the guy.
Trust
Well,
me.
if you can keep your
Wow,
Canadian
buddy.
citizenship and live here, yeah, that would be wonderful. You could get the health insurance.
So wait a minute. You'll still be able to use your health insurance
Yeah.
from Canada?
Yeah.
He's not going to give up his
Canada
citizenship.
residency.
No, I understand that, but I
He
didn't.
could.
But I didn't
No,
think
if
about
I
it.
can wind up with a dual citizenship.
Yeah, you can do that too.
Yeah.
A lot of people do that. Yeah. Some
Exactly.
people that's their innate right. If their family, there's some countries that are like that. If you move to another country, you don't give up your citizenship country that you lived in. I think Sweden.
Well,
is
if you
one.
think you're gonna like it here, more power to you.
Well, it all depends on where you live here. I mean,
Yeah, because I know Canadians who insist they're never moving out of Canada, and Canadians that say no, I'm going to the U.S. So it's to each their own, really.
You know how many Americans live over here?
a lot. I've wanted
Quite a
to
few.
move to Canada.
Quite a few. You know
I
how
would
many?
love to go to Canada.
There's a lot of
You know how many
people.
Michigan plates I see over here.
There's a lot of English
I know.
people that live in Canada too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a ton of English.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, every election cycle for like the modern times, people threaten. It depends on who wins. They threaten. We're moving to
Did you
Canada.
guys see Charlie? Can you see my dog?
Oh, cute.
That's Charlie.
Hey, Charlie.
Hello.
Say hi to him. That a boy.
There wasn't much to see.
strangers. All right, I'm out.
So you think by the spring you'll be in the U.S.?
Well, we'll see how things go. Like I said, I got things here to get cleaned up first.
Well, good luck.
Well, good luck.
Yeah,
Well, welcome
you
to
know,
the United States.
Yeah, then
We'll
you could
welcome
see all
you
your
with
YouTube buddies.
open arms.
there we go. But plus, I'm going back over the road, so why wouldn't I?
That makes sense.
Instead of staying at a truck stop.
They need a lot of truck drivers.
But you know what, though? That's a
Right.
very good point. That's a very good point, Toy Man.
I just put myself centrally there, and I can always get back there and go home, sleep, get a shower, continue on.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
All the luck.
Iowa.
Iowa. That sounds
Iowa.
like
Hope you enjoy
What?
cornfields.
cornfields, nice.
That's
Well,
all
you
I
know,
got in Iowa is
I know
freaking
Iowa
corn
pretty
out
good because I
there.
used to go there all the time. Iowa and Minnesota and Chicago area.
Yeah, I remember
Well,
you.
Chicago's a whole different story. God,
Well,
Let me
yeah,
tell you
totally.
something.
Oh, I
People
know.
People that don't live in Iowa are under the impression that Nebraska has more corn than Iowa. People from Nebraska will tell you, "Oh no,
No.
Iowa's got way more
Right.
corn."
Mhm.
That's all there is in Iowa, from what I hear.
Yeah,
Corn cows.
that and a lot of
well,
Corn
windmills.
look at it.
And
If
a
we
lot of
didn't
what?
have corn,
Windmills.
look
Cows.
at how much
Oh,
we
yeah,
wouldn't
that's
have.
true. I think they were one of the first states that went heavy on wind farm.
Well,
They have tons
Illinois
of.
has got a lot of windmill farms.
Oh yeah, I drove
that I've
through
seen.
Illinois. There's a lot of
Yep.
windmills.
Oh yeah,
There's a lot of cows in Iowa too. Corn and
Yep.
cows is about the only thing you're going to get.
Well, see,
Oh,
that probably
soybeans too.
it means there's a lot of methane gas in Iowa.
Yeah, Illinois. We're trying to get rid of our coal power plants. I think we eventually will be done with
Couldn't
them.
help it. Couldn't
Never
help
Yeah,
happened. Unless
that's
you go
never going to
nuclear.
happen. By the way,
Only if you go nuclear.
let me tell you something. More than half of our country's electricity comes from coal.
Yep.
Yep.
Or natural gas.
Unfortunately.
Right, but Illinois,
No,
we're
specifically from coal.
right. But I think
Yep.
we
More
have
than
it
half.
set up in the works. We're going to get rid of coal power.
Never happened in our way.
So.
It's not going to happen for over 150 years.
Nope, not in my state.
But then it'll be gas.
The
Driven by
majority of
gas.
the electric power in North Carolina is made from coal. We do have hydroelectric, but it's like 15% of the electric generation.
Because most of our plants are either coal or natural gas.
Mhm.
I don't know if we do have one nuclear plant that I know of here. A nuclear.
We're all nuke here in Connecticut. We're all nuke.
There's this lake.
Millstone's right on the freaking shoreline.
There's this big lake here that is owned by the electric company, and it was originally built as a hydroelectric. You know, they built a dam and all that. That's like 15%, but they got a nuclear power plant. And right now, you could go swimming in that lake because the water is still warm enough to go swimming because the water goes through the cooling towers of the plant. So it's safe. There's no radiation, but it makes it wonderful. Because
That's what they tell you.
Well, I've been in that water and I'm still alive.
Yeah, and that's why you got a freaking eye growing out of your cheek.
Oh no!
Now everybody has eyes growing out of their cheeks. Look at where
Like
your
I
cheeks
got one out of both
your eyes
cheeks.
are. It's a joke, Dave.
Well, no, I got your joke. It's like, I got one on the other side.
No, just because there's no radiation doesn't mean there's not toxins.
There's nothing toxic in there. Beautiful.
Ah. Okay, let's see if that did it.
You got the hole in your hand, not the skull.
So much dust.
Nice.
Let's measure. Oh yeah, we got it. I have to
No
use
eyeball
two
rolling out of
tools
her cheek.
to make these holes. First is this little paddle, and then is this one to flatten out the inside of it.
And I don't even hear your neighbors complaining.
Nope.
That's because this is silent.
I don't hear any
There's what
siren.
else I was doing.
What's the matter, Bubba? Anybody, you like that one?
Hey man, I tell you what. My neighbors complain about
Oh, that's cool.
a little bit of noise here and there,
Hey, dog.
and they don't understand.
I got that off of Captain.
Yeah, he really makes great stuff.
Oh, does he ever?
Hey,
Yeah,
let me tell
he
you
makes
something.
some very special stuff.
My neighbors were complaining that I'm making all this kind of noise and whatever, and they're all pissed off and being fucking shitty bullies to me.
Mhm.
I'm a fucking jeweler. I make jewelry.
You're a jeweler.
So who the hell wouldn't like to freaking have the benefit of getting a discounted jewelry for in trade? They might just wear
Oh,
some
that's
headphones
nice.
when they hear me freaking clunking around up
Oh,
here.
yeah, that's the Captain Jerk special.
When they hear
Yeah.
me clunking around up here freaking working on stuff, they could just put on a pair of headphones. All I want to do is get the hell out of here.
I love that color, Dave.
But
That
no,
shows the color.
shitty bullies like that would rather just start fights and call cops and just be morons.
Yeah, that's nice. hmm
Too bad.
Heavy.
So sad.
Yeah, I have several from Captain Jerk.
Me too. I got them on my refrigerator.
Yep, I
gave my
got mine
friends a
on my
couple.
I
Y'all
got
do.
mine on
my
Corona
fridge.
ones.
Y'all
I-
do now. Y'all do.
Yeah, they hold
I have
everything
to
up on
find
the
somewhere
fridge.
special to put
Yeah,
them.
it also makes
Oh,
a
look
good
at that
pen
bad
holder.
boy.
There, see? Look at that.
Ooh.
Hold my flashlight.
Yeah, Ron's got the big boys.
I got the big ones.
Isn't
I got
mine
two
the
of
same
these.
size as that one? The one you made me? Or is
What
that
is that
bigger?
on the side sticking up?
That's the same size.
That's my pen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, because I'm like, I don't
See?
think
You
Justin
stick it
did
in,
that.
boom.
Ah,
There you go.
That's cute. I have a sugar skull one. That's the one Justin made me.
Yeah.
It's the
one
same
around
size as Ron's.
size- The same size as
Like I
that
said,
one.
I got two of them.
Wow. And I have one with my name on the back. That was really nice, Justin. My name's on it.
Oh yeah, but then again, I got this little guy here too.
sorry about the dog.
Yeah, I have little ones too.
I even
That's
got
nice.
I
one
also
smaller
have
than
a
this.
brain.
Doggies
I have
bark.
one special. I'm one of only two that have a brain.
Yeah, dogs
go.
bark.
Right,
Hi.
there we go. I got a magnet too. I
Yeah,
got
I like the
8 of
magnets,
these.
huh?
I have magnet ones, but the sides, but they're not magnets because I can't be around magnets.
You what?
She
I
can't be around magnets.
magnets
Oh,
because
okay.
I have a pacemaker.
Oh, okay. I see.
Oh,
Yep. So I
Yeah,
can't.
we were talking about magnets earlier in the stream.
She would love to play with magnets, but she can't.
No.
Well, telephones, microphones.
No, she could be around electronic devices. Just magnets are no bueno.
Like if I'm on my cell phone, I have to be on the right side. I can't be using it on my left side.
Yeah.
And I can be near microwaves. That's the myth.
Well, see, my
That's a good thing.
exercise bike has a magnet in it. It's a magnetic resistance, it says.
Wow.
Well, they tell you it's probably not a good idea to stand right next to your microwave, while you're using it. Just saying. Go about your
Not for
business.
anybody. I
Don't
would
sit there with your forehead on the microwave looking at your food go around like that.
pacemaker or no, I don't take any chances on it. I don't stick around.
Oh, I never think about it really.
Moose Cow, what state do you live in?
Illinois.
Oh, okay.
I was born in Chicago, but I live in the western part of the state.
Oh, okay. Is it Metropolis?
No.
I've been to there.
Oh,
Illinois, is it not?
Hey,
I'm
hey,
sure
hey,
it's
hey.
like everywhere
I've
else
been to
in the
Chicago
United
many times. Some people are crazy when they drive on the highway.
I've been to
Doubles.
Chicago. I like Chicago.
And Shane Dog, what about you? You're somewhere
I
out
don't care if
east?
there's a big truck.
No, I live in Worcester, Mass.
Chicago.
No, you Dizzy?
Near you,
Yes.
Disney?
Yeah, I live in the same city as you, Dizzy.
I was wondering that because you sound like him.
I sound
And
like
Worcester is a
It's
small
the
city.
accent. The accent.
There you
I
go.
mean.
Worcester
I'm
is
like
a small
about 40
city, a lot
minutes from
smaller
Captain,
than
45
Chicago.
an hour.
That's cool.
About an hour.
Yeah,
Well, if you got your foot in it.
I usually do.
Well, so does Tina.
Yep.
Tina
Well, if
goes
you
to
ride the
Disney's
train-
house, and she gets here in about an hour.
Well, that's Tina.
She's a good driver.
And she's a good driver, and I have ridden in the car with Tina a number of
That woman drives 90 miles an hour everywhere.
She's
Yeah,
from the
she's
city.
a
They know how to
wonderful
drive.
driver. It doesn't even feel like you're going 90
It's
miles
easy.
an hour, you know?
You got to drive defensively in the city for sure.
Dude, she knows how to drive just fine.
Tina, no problem.
Oh my goodness.
My wife hates my driving. That's why she goes on her phone and don't look at the road. But she's always putting her hand on the dash. Well, oh well. That's how I drive. I like to go fast. Because I like it. The speed limit in Pennsylvania was 70 miles an hour. You could go 95 with the flow.
Well,
That's pretty fast.
Yeah, that's Virginia's the same way.
Right.
All right,
Not
I'm
all the
down-
roads, but some.
I'm
Not
down to
all the roads.
31. I got through 4 more.
Sorry, Cap. I'm not showcasing you. Ah!
Tell how pink my hands are.
Right?
whoa.
Halloween's over. We're into turkey time now.
Yeah, turkey.
And you guys in Canada, do you have a Thanksgiving in
Yeah, they
Canada?
already had it.
They
Yeah,
had it
yeah,
already.
we already had ours. Ours is before Halloween.
Right.
Okay.
Ron did some cooking for that.
Well, we
Yeah.
got some Thanksgiving
Right.
celebration coming up.
Yeah, but we have Black Friday first.
They're already having.
Or
the
is it
Black
after? No, it's
Friday
after.
sales. They've already.
It's after.
Yeah, we have Black Friday here too now.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll be back in a minute, all right?
So
Okay.
Black Friday's a commercial thing.
yeah,
but
exactly.
I have to pay attention. I promised friends I'd get
Yeah.
them stuff.
Yeah. This is where people put YouTube videos up and we get to watch people beat the shit out of each other for one little stupid little fucking product. Like how
Well,
many
it
fights
sounds
have
fun.
broken out when Tickle Me Elmo came out?
I remember that.
Yeah, I
Ron, it was
remember
my
somebody
fault.
going after the last tickle meal.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
they'd be
There were
outside
two
the
women
store
sitting there
before
battling it out.
They would camp out.
But I promised
would
friends
camp
I would
out.
help them find stuff for Black
Like
Friday.
it's a freaking toy, and you're gonna fight over a toy. You're like, really grow up, people. Like, come
Oh
on.
yeah,
not-
I've heard of people fighting over a daggone toy. You know,
It's
Yeah, I
because of
know.
their kids. It's to please their kids, okay? So the kids don't whine.
Yeah, but you don't resort to violence if you can't get one in the rod. Oh wow, don't sit there and start a fight over it.
Look,
I think that's why they're
Crazy.
having the Black Friday sales earlier this year.
you know, I
Yeah,
have a
probably.
sister-in-law,
They
Ron.
could cut out
She
the
would
fight.
plan out. She would map out where she would go. She would get up really early, like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. She would be one of those standing in line types.
Hey, I tell you what. You remember those Beanie Baby things?
Oh, yeah.
My friend got his window of his car smashed out because he had one hanging on the rear view. They didn't smash the side window. No, they went in through the windshield to get his toy.
Well, that's tough
Bullshit.
because the
It's a
windshield has
stupid
a big,
McDonald's toy.
Yeah.
big
It was a
plastic.
stupid- It was a
It's
stupid
harder to get
McDonald's
through a
toy.
windshield.
They went through his windshield. He's like, dude, I don't know why they went through the windshield. I'm like, no, I don't either. That's dumb. He's like, dude,
Yeah.
it's wicked dumb. And it's like so much more expensive. They could have just gone through my side window and I wouldn't have cared as much. But now, whoever did this, I'm going to stab them.
And the
Well,
thing
some auto insurance company will just go ahead and replace the whole windshield and not even ask any questions.
yeah, probably. But Beanie Babies aren't even worth anything now.
Yeah.
At the time, this is like 20 years ago or
Yeah.
whatever.
Everyone thought they were. Mhm.
Oh well, yeah, Beanie. That's been more than 20 years ago. It's
I don't
been-
remember, Dave. Come on.
Yeah.
Well, I think I was a kid, or at least in high school.
It was like the late 90s. I know that.
I used to buy them for my wife. She loved Beanie Babies, but I was able to buy them at the drugstore, Walgreens. That was before the Beanie Baby.
Oh,
It,
it's
was
just like that.
it wasn't the ones that you could buy in the regular store, Dave. It was specifically the ones that came in the Happy Meals from McDonald's.
Yes, sir. And I remember that. I remember the Beanie
So
Baby.
you could go to any toy store in America and get freaking TY, freaking Beanie Babies. That's fine.
Right.
But
Yeah.
the ones that came in the McDonald's Happy Meals, well, I guess you don't hang them around your freaking rearview mirror in your car.
Right.
No, I wouldn't advise that.
Just like when that Pet Rock came around, that was the craze back then too. Pet Rock.
Oh, yeah.
You know how many of those things I saw at tag sales? It's like, what the hell?
Or just like when that fucking Chia Pet first came on the scene. Everybody, that was the
Yeah,
craze. Everyone
Chia
was buying
Pet.
one of them fucking Chia
Dude, I
Pets.
found countless Chia Pets at tag sales. Yes.
Yeah.
And
And the,
freaking those what do you call it? Freaking Silverstone freaking Teflon pans and shit like that. Freaking
Yeah.
remember those? Yeah, I
Yeah.
found tons of those at freaking tag sales. Man,
Yeah.
I tell you what, I could go to a tag sale back in the freaking 90s or even the 80s and buy one of those for like a couple of bucks. I had a stack of those things in my kitchen because I loved them for a while. I'm not even kidding. I freaking had a stack of them.
but Chia Pets never seem to work. I could never get one to work. We had
You
one.
even had a special spatula that came with
We
it.
got one to halfway work once. And we got a Chia Pet just to start. But see, it was my sister. She was like straight A student. She took biology and all that. She could figure it out, make it work. But
Oh man.
But just think, the guy that invented the Pet Rock, he made a couple $1 million off of selling a fucking rock.
I know, but it's amazing. As long as you got people, but Toy
You're
Man,
smarter
as
than
long
ever.
as you got people to buy your stuff, you can get rich off of anything. Look at the Slinky, for example.
You know, Ron,
Oh yeah.
I don't know anybody that made a couple $1 million off of selling rock, but some of those guys in the alleyway that will sell it to you, they got nice watches.
Yeah.
oh, I have when I was working for my dad, he had a business, and there were people that would come to his business open the trunk of their car and they'd be selling watches and calculators. I bought one of those calculators and it was a good calculator out of some guy, it lasted about 10 years.
Cool.
That's
And
nice.
it had a little button sized battery in it. It was a 2032 or whatever. I replaced the battery in it like twice. I had that calculator.
I tell you what, those Texas Instrument freaking calculators, I could go to a tag sale and find a bunch of those back in the 90s too.
Well, I paid $10 for a calculator. It probably lasted me 10 years. I think that's a pretty good,
Oh, and what do you call it?
pretty good deal.
Just about every freaking tag sale across America had one of those electric freaking weed whackers. It was like only like a couple of feet long, and the thing was just useless.
Oh God.
You could find those things at just about every tag sale across America. Like everybody had one. And they're
Yeah.
orange. They're this bright freaking like.
Oh, yeah, I remember those. Yeah,
Yeah.
we had one.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody had one. So if you wanted a freaking hedge trimmer or a weed whacker, you could find one of those like instantly. Oh, and the hedge trimmer too. That thing was orange and gray. And you can find them things at every freaking tag sale too.
Oh, the
It's
Black
like-
and Decker orange and gray, I think, weren't
Yeah.
they?
Or orange and black sometimes too.
Yeah.
Dude, you could find one of those at every single tag sale because the people have decided, oh wait, it's a much better bet to freaking like either hire somebody to do it for us or go and buy the gas powered one.
Oh, yeah. And by the way,
Yeah.
everybody that's on panel on the stream, Go Fish says hi to everybody.
I go
Hi.
back.
Go fish.
Hi, fishy.
Well, go
Fishy.
fish. There's a link in the chat.
Well, she's still out and about. She's just staying in contact with me.
Okay.
So she's still got things to do. So
What you drinking there, Captain?
Water.
There you go. Got to have 7 glasses a day or so, right?
Yeah.
That's what the doctor says.
I'm sure I get my 7 glasses. I guzzle it
Just
out
a
of
ball
the
bag.
faucet.
I drink plenty of water. He doesn't have to lecture me.
I drink coffee. I drink too much coffee.
I stopped drinking too much coffee. You know what I drink instead? I drink 1 coffee, when I get up, and then I drink a tea later on in the afternoon, and that's it. Sometimes I'll have sometimes I'll have another tea later on, but only 1 cup of coffee. Save me.
I drink like 8, almost 10 cups a day.
I
Wow.
used to do the same thing. I always had iced coffee next to me. Always.
Well, see, I like hot coffee. My wife
Well-
drinks like 20 cups of tea a day. Man.
Wow.
I drank a lot of freaking hot coffee for a long time. And then I freaking found that I like iced coffee. And I made it myself at home with coffee ice cubes.
Oh, that's
Yeah, I've
cool.
heard of people
I would
doing
take the
that.
coffee
Not
and I
idea.
would pour it into the freaking into the trays, and I would shove it in the freezer, and it would make coffee ice cubes. And I would take those, I would make my coffee, and I would drop a bunch of those in there.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Coffee,
All day.
iced coffee that doesn't get watered down. My friend came over and she's freaking out. She's like, "Oh, it's too strong. It's too strong." It's all just regular coffee, though. What are you talking about? It's too strong. It's all just regular coffee. I didn't make the cubes like coffee concentrate or something. Come on, get a grip.
Yeah.
But anyway, the second time I gave her an iced coffee, she's like, "No, I know. It's just regular strength. I know. I was freaking. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking before." I'm like, "You're probably had a little anxiety because you never drank one this style before. It's okay. I don't care, But she got the hang of it, and
Mhm.
now that I don't drink coffee all day anymore, I don't even bother making the iced coffee like that. Once in a while, I'll make it in the summertime for a treat or something, but
I need
No,
another
it's
second.
good.
Sorry.
not freaking just like pouring coffee all day. No, I can't do it. I can't freaking do it. Not anymore. I got in the freaking habit of doing that for a long time, but I broke that habit and I freaking, 1 cup in the morning, 1 cup for her. Sometimes she'll have a second one, and then, maybe a tea. But no, not freaking 3 pots of coffee a day or 4 pots or 8 pots. No, I can't do it. Crystal's sister, Heather, she'll drink coffee from sun up to sundown, and she'll still get her sleep. She'll
Wow.
guzzle a coffee this size and then go sleep and be
She's
fine.
lucky.
And she can just sleep. And let me tell you something. The house could freaking get hit by a freaking mortar shell, and she would not wake up. I'm not even kidding. You could drive a freaking school bus through her house, and she would still.
Well, I wish I could sleep.
Wish I could sleep that well.
I don't
she
sleep at
will
all.
not wake up. Ask Crystal. She'll tell you.
I believe you.
Her sister Crystal. I go in there. I'm like, Crystal. She'll be sawing logs like somebody's using a chainsaw in the room. Okay,
Mhm.
I'm not even joking around. She's loud. But anyway, she get the buzz saw going on, and I'll be like, Crystal, very gently, and she'll be like, huh? And she'll wake right up.
Mhm.
She's very sensitive sleeper, but no, her insanely loud snoring does not wake her, but my gentle voice does. What the hell is that? I don't know. I have no clue what that even is. Yeah.
Hmm.
But you can scream at the top of your lungs, and Heather, her sister, will not wake. She will not wake up. You would, if there was a fire, you would have to pick her up and carry her out.
Wow.
Mm.
And you put her on let's say it's snowing outside. You put her on the snow, and she'll probably just freaking roll over and try to grab a blanket because she's cold.
Wow. She really is lucky.
She does not care. Once she is asleep, she stays asleep until she's done sleeping. That's it.
God, if I hear one tiny little tap, I'll wake up.
All right, Dave, I'm gonna drop out.
Okay.
Go live
Bye.
in about
Yeah,
half
you wanna
hour,
go
and
live
then
pretty
See you
soon.
later, Toy Man.
and I got to get something to eat before I go live. So
Later
See you
on.
later.
we'll catch everybody later.
Later,
yeah.
boy, man.
Thanks for coming up, buddy.
Yep. Thanks for having me up, Dave, Justin, Moose Gal, Chan Dog.
Yeah.
Ah,
He'll be back.
I'll see him later.
That's all right. We'll tell him to say bye.
All right. Later.
Later. So, Moose Gal,
Yep.
where earplugs?
Yeah. But the thing is, I don't even sleep anymore, so I'm just wide awake.
Wear earplugs or white noise?
Yeah, that's a good idea. But next week I go for my sleep study.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have a blast doing that.
Well, actually, I do it at home. I have to go to the hospital to pick it up. They won't send it. And I was at the hospital weeks ago. Nope. You have to come back and get it. Because they have to make sure your insurance allows for it before they give out the stuff. And it's through an app. And then I wear something on my finger, I think.
Wow, I got it down that easy.
So you put it on your finger and then insert it anally.
Ouch.
Sure. Or I put it on my
I had a feeling you were that type of girl. That's awesome.
Yeah, or I can put it on my boobs. It doesn't matter.
Sweet.
Actually, there's another way to do it, but I forgot what the other alternative was. Oh, I can go into the actual sleep clinic area, and I could watch some sort of video and do some stuff there. I think. And they said I have to do this for 6 whole hours. So, whatever it is, it is. Because I told them I don't sleep. They're like, well, maybe you got sleep apnea. Let's check you out.
Well, I think I could do like 3 or 4 REM hours, but 6 whole hours?
And they said, we'll know the difference if you sleep or not by the way you breathe. Okay.
Okay. Over
And
my head.
I might have sleep apnea because, well, I don't snore, so I don't know. But my brother has it, and it could be genetic.
Usually is.
So, damn, brother.
My friend Mike is one of the worst snorers that I've ever heard in my life. And trust me, I've heard some pretty bad ones. He's on a CPAP machine and he doesn't snore when he uses it, but like he'll sleep just fine without the machine. He gets his sleep. He don't care. When he goes to bed, he's one of those dudes. He'll just go to bed. You know,
Mhm.
he'll stay asleep.
That's good.
You know, and like so. But no, when he doesn't use the machine, I went over there one night when he needed when he didn't have the machine or it was broken or something, and I slept over, and man, I could not get to sleep all night because he shook the house.
Mm.
Oh, that
It was
stinks.
insane, dude. He was so loud, he shook the damn house. And I found out that his roommates were wearing earplugs.
Oh.
Mhm.
So there's that.
I don't snore. That's why I find this all so fascinating. I'm like, I don't meet the criteria, and the doctor said that's a myth. You don't have to just snore for sleep apnea. There's more to it. So snoring is not necessarily a.
Well, sleep apnea is it means you stop breathing while you're asleep. And believe it or not, I read the other day that everybody stops breathing at certain intervals while they're sleeping. But
Yeah.
sleep apnea is more, they stop breathing either more often or for longer periods,
Yeah.
where it becomes a serious
I'm a snorer,
situation.
but I
It
smoke.
doesn't necessarily have to involve snoring.
Yeah.
David Collins snores. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, no, I do. I do.
I don't snore, do I, Bunny? Guess so. Guess so.
What?
I don't snore, do I, Bunny?
No. You actually sound like a freaking zombie.
Did you hear that? She says, no. She's like, you actually sound like a zombie. I'm a weird fella.
Yep. I can confirm.
Yeah,
We're all weird in our own
fella.
way.
And you laugh.
I laugh in my sleep sometimes.
Yeah.
I cuss and I've been
You
known to spit and throw shoes. Yeah, I'm an asshole sometimes.
Are you having good dreams or what? You're having lively dreams?
Do you sleepwalk?
Sometimes I sleep.
Oh, holy
What
shit.
do you want? I sleep in this recliner. I sleep here. I don't even sleep in a bed. That's why I want a freaking couch. The best sleep I ever got was on couches my whole life. That's the place I've always felt the most comfortable. Crony, what's up, buddy?
You know, I'm the same way. I feel better sleeping on a couch.
Moose Cow. Old Crony is here.
Okay.
Howdy, old
Hey, old
crony.
crony.
Hello, crony. Nice to see you.
I'm just kidding. I'm not trying to be a dick. But anyway. I do want to freaking finish these skulls. I don't even have that many left. You know,
Cool.
I do. I want to finish them. But I already have more than I need for the number of magnets that I have left. I don't have enough magnets to fill them all. But soon.
Does anyone know how Hazy made out today? Didn't he go for something at the hospital he put up? Was that today?
I didn't
Yeah,
watch
COVID.
his video.
He had
all the way
COVID
through.
test.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what the heck
Oh,
it
well,
was.
He had a
good luck to
COVID
him.
test.
What, did he get a cold or something and want to get tested?
I think he was sick if I seen something earlier during the week. But then again, I didn't watch much YouTube. I was traveling. I was on vacation.
Well, I'm behind it. There's a video Miss Musty One put up there. I did watch Tom Noble's video. I did that pretty soon before I went live because I wanted to, have an intelligent conversation about his video. But
So before he becomes a singer, he's already got a hater. Who? What?
Huh?
Somebody already tell you to freaking shut your yap or something, Eric Crony?
Oh, that, you know what? Ignore the haters.
That's right.
Ignore the haters, because if you let them get into your head, it could stop you from doing what you want. So go for whatever and ignore the haters.
That's right.
You only got one life, and that's what I'm doing now. I don't care about the haters anymore.
Yeah, and just enjoy your life. The hell with the network.
Exactly. After this week, I turned over a new leaf.
Good for you.
Yep, she started eating spicy food too.
Oh heck, I'm done with spicy foods after yesterday.
She
Why is that?
Because
she found she has very low tolerance for it, and it freaked her out, so she stopped.
It's not freaking me out. You'd say that. Let me explain here. Somebody told me that because I come from the spicy community. I mean, I don't do those challenges, but I know people who do. And so one day I tried hot sauce and I kept having it. And so somebody goes, "Oh, you're a spicy person now." And I said, "But I can't handle spicy foods." And he says, "You build up your tolerance." So I've been trying to build up my tolerance for spicy foods, but every time I eat it, my nose gets all full of spice, or I'm on fire, or I'm literally crying yesterday on stream.
Yes.
Because all I had was two crackers, and each cracker had a little bit of Louisiana hot sauce, and I'm bawling.
Okay,
And I cannot
Muscal.
take hot sauce. So I'm done.
Muscal, those are the symptoms of eating spicy food. Those are some of the things that come along with it. Okay.
I know, but I've been told if you build up your tolerance, you will be fine.
It takes years.
Yes.
Well, I ain't waiting years, okay?
It takes years. It's not going to happen in a day or two or in a couple of freaking tastes.
No,
It's gonna
I've been
take
doing this
you
for
years.
months. Dude, I've been doing this for months. For weeks.
Yeah, but you've only.
Yeah,
been
I
doing
like to
it
enjoy
once.
my-
It takes
so I don't-
years.
I like a little spicy, not much, but I do
But I
eat
don't have the patience for years, okay?
Life is long, Muscal. Life is long.
I like to taste
Listen,
my food. I like spicy
listen,
food.
my
Like-
family does not do patience. I inherited the we don't have patience gene, okay?
Well, start small and build up.
That's what I'm trying, but I'm failing, so I quit.
No, you can start as small
You're not
as you
failing.
want, build up as slowly as you.
Okay, I'm going to freaking tell you this. This came from one of the most famous Republicans of all time. You ready?
Oh, who cares?
Okay, you don't want to hear it.
No, I'm just kidding. Go for it.
The only time you lose is when you stop.
Yeah. That's true.
Which
Only
famous
time you-
Republican said that?
Stop.
That's very good advice that I actually need to follow. You're right, Justin. Really, I should apply that to my own life.
He's a Nickelback fan.
Oh no, good.
That's what his hater is, a Nickelback fan. Dude, okay.
Well, then you
listen.
know what? The hell with that person. Please, the hell with that person.
Yeah, I mean,
Norm.
You don't need a Nickelback
Me-
fan in your life, please.
being a Nickelback fan does not make you a bad person necessarily. But
Listen, it's the same thing I feel about those people that like Hanson. Okay, no.
But when you hear that somebody's a Nickelback fan, you're like, okay, so you have no musical taste. That's fine, but we're not going to freaking use that as criteria to judge you.
I'm just kidding. But yeah. But and interestingly though, I almost didn't stick around with my best friend because she liked Hanson. Because I'm a music gal. And so like I'm like, huh? How could you?
Well, you're not going to see Captain Jerk bopping anytime soon, but I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with listening to any particular type of music. I mean, whatever floats your boat.
Well, yeah, but come on, it's Hanson. Come on.
I like music from the Guess Who and
Hang on.
Three Dog Night. That was a good era.
I like
Oh,
Three
yeah.
Dog Night.
Crystal, what was the first concert that you ever went to?
Hanson.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for.
No. Hold on. It gets better. How old were you, Crystal?
14.
Yeah, she was a 14-year-old girl. So appropriately, a 14-year-old girl goes to a Hanson concert. Are we going to hold that against her forever?
Okay, no.
No.
You proved your point. You proved
It's
your
just
point.
like
If you're a freaking 15-year-old girl and you're a fan of Britney, okay, you're a 15-year-old girl and you're a fan of Britney. Who cares?
Bopper.
So Crystal was bopping, and who cares? You know, am I gonna freaking razz her about it a little bit here and there? Probably, but
Mhm.
it doesn't.
pop.
No, I know what you mean.
That doesn't mean
Everyone
she's
should like
any.
whatever they like.
That doesn't mean she's any less of a person. She's a freaking. She's one of the best people I've ever met in my life. Okay.
I know. That's what somebody basically said about me because I told them I didn't like Bruce Springsteen. He was baffled, but he realized I'm a good person. So I get it.
understand. Oh, crony, I understand. I understand completely. Yeah, I do. I do. Your music selection does not define you as a person. No, it doesn't. But you know
It
that
depends. Okay,
that person's
see,
an
okay,
a-hole. I
Mr.
get it.
Coney. Mr. Coney, look, where I come from, music was the thing. And growing up, it did define you. Because when I was in high school, it was a very big thing. So if you were like into the alternative scene, you know, it defined what you liked. And so in some ways,
It
I
could.
would say in your teen years it does, but as an adult, it's more of an extension of who you are. At least that's my experience growing up. Because you know, we had a lot of bands that come out of Illinois, or like for example, near where I live, the dude from Smashing Pumpkins grew up. So, you know, for us, it was like a big thing, alternative music, and so it did kind of define us in a way.
The world is a vampire.
I love that song. I do. I love the Smashing Pumpkins. I cried when they broke up. Because I wasn't allowed to go to concerts growing up. And so
I didn't start going to concerts until I was like on my own until I was like 16, and when I did, I wasn't going to freaking James Taylor and Dan Fogelberg and shit. Just saying, I wasn't even
When
going.
I went-
as hard rock as Neil Young. I was going to something a little, maybe a wee harder than Neil Young, just a little tiny bit.
I went to like the Kinks. I loved concerts when I was younger. Styx, Aerosmith.
the Styx
But they
are
played
good.
a lot around here. I went to Live Aid back in the 80s.
You went to that?
I did. Philadelphia. JFK
Okay, so
Stadium.
tell us what was it like?
It was great.
You know, a lot of
13
those
hours
bands,
long.
a lot of those bands, they start their tour on the East Coast, and one of the most popular places to start is either in Boston or Connecticut.
That's cool.
Right.
Like freaking Hartford, Connecticut, at the freaking
Hartford was a big
uh,
booming city, man, when I was
at the
young.
Meadows Music Theater in Hartford, either that or at the freaking New Haven Coliseum.
So
But the
did
New
you-
Haven Coliseum is no longer there. It
Right.
freaking-
I was there when I was going to concerts.
Oh, I know.
That's
and
cool.
freaking-
You went to
What do you call it? Freaking
Live Aid.
Jim Morrison got arrested there. Dave Matthews got arrested there. Several other rockers got
Dave Matthews,
arrested
man,
there.
they're amazing.
Partied hard back then.
I saw them in concert, Dave Matthews. They're amazing.
Yeah, Live Aid was great. We saw Phil Collins in London on the screen playing
I
in the
love Phil Collins.
and then in the afternoon they flew him in and by helicopter and he played for Led Zeppelin. He backed up the drummer
Holy Toledo.
because John Bonham had passed away.
Yeah.
Oh. Did you stay for
Good
the
shit.
whole concert?
Oh
That's
yeah,
dope.
they did. Absolutely.
Wow.
They said alcohol was allowed, so at 7 in the morning, everyone was at the gate, and they go no coolers. So everybody just started pounding shit down, and
Yeah.
And there was a lot of acid too back then.
Wow. So who was the best from Live Aid? What do you remember?
Probably the Led Zeppelin. Was
Yeah, you
really
start
good.
pounding liquor at 7 in the morning, you're gonna have a headache before lunch.
Oh,
You're gonna have a hangover before lunch. That's it.
and it was so hot that day.
Holy shit! Wow.
It was. Where'd you go, Charlie?
That's amazing. You're
Oh.
part of history.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna cut it short because my wife just came home and we're gonna chow or something.
All
Let
right.
me
Well,
tell
I
you
think
something,
I'm
Moose Cow.
Bye.
Every
almost
single
7:30. So I
every
think we're
single
gonna wrap
day
it up.
is a moment in history, Moose Cow.
That's
Remember
right.
that.
I guess.
You
It
have
is.
lived through remarkable times yourself because people are going to look at some of the things that we went through in the future and be like, "Holy shit, what was that like?"
Right.
Just like you
Well,
just.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks, David.
All right. See you.
Okay,
Yeah.
Captain. Bye, Moose
Later,
Cow.
Mike. Have a good night,
Be
man.
good. You
All
too.
right.
Bye.
But you know, Justin, that's a great way to look at life.
I'll get you out.
Yeah, every single moment of your life is historic
You know,
in one way or another.
I should try to live life like that.
Even in your most bored or most freaking terrified or freaking most devastated moments in your life, something else amazing could be going on in the world.
Yeah. You have a point.
All right, we ending this.
It's up to you.
Whatever you want. It's your stream.
Or do we want to go private?
Whatever you want is fine with me.
It's up to you, Dave. I got nothing going on right now.